Good evening, TCH Live, and welcome to Texas Card House Dallas. We got a good one for you tonight. It's the final table of the even bigger one, the greatest monthly tournament in the land, and they've already got cards in the air, so the greatest monthly tournament final table is already underway, so let's get to the action. I'm RJ Dupree in the booth tonight. I'll be rocking solo here for a little bit because that man that the action is on right there in the 5 seat, that's our boy, Eric Van Loozen, co-commentator and friend of the show, legend of the show. EVL is in the 5 seat tonight. So here we are, underway in hand number 1. Folds around to the button, and that is Brenda V. She has an ace-queen. She's going to bump it up to 200,000 here. Blind starting this final table at 40,000, 80,000 with an 80,000 big blind ante.
You got to raise.
So that is Jose in the small, pardon me. Jose will come along from the big blind, and Austin actually under the gun here with Queen Jack. We go to the flop. Queen Jack's going to be open-ended. Jose lands bottom pair. Ace Queen on the button running a little thin, but she'll continue here. Brenda bets 250,000. Jose H, the man in the 9 seat. Defending from the big blind. He'll stick around, makes the call with bottom pair. Now it's over to Austin. Good to see my man Austin H back at the final table. It's been a couple of streams since I saw Austin. So he's back. He's ready to rock. He's got some chips tonight coming into this one. Queen of diamonds on the turn. Spicy. Perhaps. Now Austin has top pair and open-ended with his Queen Jack. Brenda, top. Jose will check his 6-5. Over to Austin. Should like that card, but he does check it. Brenda comes out swinging here, no resistance. And that is a heavy bet, 400,000 here, and that's going to put Austin in the squirmies. Austin only has 755,000 behind, so he would drop below the 10x mark here if he chooses to lay this down, but he's in a little bit of trouble here, running 23% equity. So we've already got some intense action here in hand number 1. Checking in on the chat. Some friends of the show already checking in, and Austin's going to go with it. He is all in. He has ripped it. All in for 755,000. So we're going to see a big one here in hand number 1. Brenda V here with the best of it. Austin's going to need some help. 8, king or jack, and no help. That is an ace of clubs. That's going to be top 2 for Brenda, and we have an elimination already in our first hand. My man. Austin H. finishing in 9th place. We're going to look at these payouts, but let's look at it already. As Austin will finish in 9th place, that's a prize of $4,650. Just like that, we are down to 8 players. Players now have a prize locked up of $6,000 and 90. Don't forget the 90. So this is a $300 buy-in. We had 1,135 entries. It's $250,000 guarantee. It's the even bigger one. We got 266,725 and this prize pool. So players now have $6,000 locked up. They're playing for that $50K up top, just off of a $300 buy-in. Hello to everyone in the chat. Poker Monkey and Haley, Dayani, rooting on Jose. Let us know who you're cheering on in the chat. Richard Greenberg. Of course, some folks rooting for our man EVL in the 5 seat. And we're off to hand number 2 now. And we are 1 player light. All right, Queen 10 here for top pair. Little gut shot here for Chris and Brenda. King Queen of clubs with the big flush draw. Yeah, Jason asking in the chat, how long have these players been playing to get to this table? We had day 1 flight start last Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday were all day 1 flights. They came back for a day 2 yesterday, where they played a long day of poker. We had about 140 players, I think, come in for day 2, so they have navigated their way through that to this, the final 9 here tonight. So this is their 3rd day of poker to get through that large of a field, and here we are, we're down to 8. All right, it's the Queen 10 somehow got out of there, and we are down to Chris and Brenda here. Jack 8 with the gut shot. Brenda 2 overs and a flush draw, and it looks like a jack here, so that's going to help out Chris. Live jack for Chris here, and Chris will bet here with his jack. He bet 150, and our lady at the table, Brenda, bringing the heat, has ripped it all in for 1.9 million.
We got a fire extinguisher anywhere? We got a fire extinguisher?
And Brenda is 2 for 2 now. At this final table, we've played 2 hands, 2 big pots going Brenda's way, and she is in the chip lead. 11.29 million her stack now. Going around the table, we have Xiao Song in the 3 seat. He has 8.2 million. Chris in the 6 seat just took that hit. He fell to 7.4 million. Then Nick, Jose, Chris L, Hristo, and our man EVL in the 5 seat. Our man Adi in the chat. What's up, Adi? He says he would like to request a competition for the audience. Who fired max bullets? And we need to honor that guy. And Adi has a strange feeling that it might be himself. Well, here goes EVL with King, Queen suited. Early position here for the King, Queen suited. Going to open up to 200,000. Kansas Cooler in the chat, recognizing that gangster play there from Brenda, bringing the heat. Deuce 9-5 the flop here, ace 5 the best of it. Xiao Song defending from the big blind here. Bets 150,000, a small little bet here. Man, EVL thinking about it here. He's got 2 overs and the nutter gutter. No heart in hand. He does let it go. Gonna like to save those chippies here as the blinds will be looming soon. Smitty rooting on Ole Miss Chris in the 6th seat. That's his horse tonight. Our man Dustin Curley in the chat. What up, Curl Dog? All right, off to hand number 5. It's the greatest monthly tournament in all the land. The even bigger one here from Texas Card House, Dallas. All right, our man EVL has ripped it. This time he's under the gun. finds a spot here with King Jack. Ripped it all in for $605,000 here. Hristo in the 4th seat says can't call. So there we go. EVL going to get that one through. What up, JB3? Flying solo tonight. At least here for a little while. Our man EVL, that's him in the 5 seat. Handsome Andy. What's up, buddy? Reminding the chat. Smash that like button, you bums. DFS Pratt in the chat. All the celebrities coming in already. Appreciate it. Good to see you guys. So Brenda picking up 2 massive pots to start this final table. She has since thrown her hands in the muck. Let some of these guys win some pots. Lala in the chat. What's up, Lala? Rooting on EVL and Chris L. And our man EVL, speaking of, he's in the big blind facing a raise, and he is looking at Cowboys. Monday Night Football in full effect. $160,000 the raise from Chris. Only $645,000 in Eric's stack here. So he does rip it. And Chris will make the call. So our man EVL will be at risk. Looking for that double up. EVL finding a great spot here. Kings up against the ace-10 of Chris. Ace in the window, and that's rude for our man EVL. He's going to need some help now. Ace on the turn. Only a king can change it. And it's a 10. That's going to be full house. Filler up for Chris L. And that will be our second elimination of the final table. Our man, the legend of the show, EVL. He'll finish in 8th place tonight. A very impressive run for my man EVL. 8th place. Nice prize of $6,090. And my man Eric, he hopped in this Saturday night in the last flight of the day ones. Spun that booger up. Found himself in day 2. Yesterday had a great day. Found a way to spin it up and really was in kind of the top 20 stacks most of the day. And managed to find himself right here at the final table and finished in a nice 8th place prize. My man EVL coming into the booth. He's going to join us the rest of the way. What's up, Eric?
Well, folks, here I is.
Here he is.
Tried the 3-coin hat tonight. Shout out to Randy. Thought we could run up a little stack there. Thanks for all the support, folks. And we're going to have a fun final table, though. We got some big old stacks, but thanks again for all the rooting.
Hey, good rooting, good run. Good job, good job.
Couldn't let you call the rest of the tourney by yourself. Had too much fun out there.
I wouldn't have mind.
Like you said, made a nice little chunk of change off of one bullet. Feel blessed to have gotten that far. We got down to 60K, our very first hand of day 2, and run it up to about 1.4 million.
Okay.
That was the high point, and came in a little short, obviously, at the final table with the 10 bigs there. And what do you know? You wake up with the ace magnets, and they do what they do.
They do what they do, and you found one spot of ladder up, of course, with that train wreck in hand number 1, and we can count on Brenda to come after these boys, apparently.
Absolutely. Well, she is skipping the Cowboys game. She's repping her Cowboys gear, but she had tickets tonight to go see the Cowboys. And looky here, folks. There's my Cowboys again. Nick's got them this time in the 2 seat. Let's see if the Cowboys can hold for Nick.
There you go. Some GGs coming in the chat for Eric.
Shout out to my man Kansas Cooler, Mr. Justin Thomas. Gave me some great advice before I got on the final table, free of charge.
That's right.
That's just the kind of cat he is. So
well,
thank you, buddy.
One tip is if you get kings in
Ooh.
hand number 5, you just rip it.
Well, here you go. Chris has the ace king this time. Little upgrade from the ace 10 he cracked me with. Let's see what he does with the almighty Anna Kournikova. Thank you.
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you, Adi. Great to see you this week, buddy.
A hand of brewing here in hand number 8.
Look at that stack in front of Brenda. I told her she should change her name to BSB. Big Stack Brenda. All right, Chris is going to re-raise like you do when you got ace king.
So this is now a 4-bet here because the kings, the original raiser here, Xiao Song the 3-bet with that queen jack. So he bumped it up to 525,000 himself. Now we have a 4-bet. We're getting into business action here. 1.6 million from Chris.
It was a lot to read, Justin, okay? We tried.
As I'm reading the chat.
I didn't know if I should go with your advice or Jonathan Little, you know? What do I do, man? Guy won't quit emailing me. I don't want to sign up for your emails, Jonathan, but thank you. All in.
All right. Nick's going to rip it here. He's got kings. He's facing a 4-bet. So we're doing it.
Snap, crackle, pop, says Chris.
Xiao Song out of there with the queen jack, so we're going to be heads up here.
Same 3 outs he had against me. Let's see if he can hit one or if Nick can hold.
Nick's going to be at risk. His king's in a good spot. Queen, 10, 7. Ace or jack now for Chris. 7 of hearts pairs the board.
5 true outs.
Ace of spades on the river, and that's a spicy one, folks. That is a naughty little ace. And Chris continuing to run good here. Woo, and he will pick up 4.9 million in profit.
Is that going to do it for our man Nick?
It looks like
maybe the chip counts were a little off.
Yeah, it looks like chip counts might have been off. We'll see here. The lovely Dina in the box tonight handling the
mathematics, huh?
The mathematics and pitching them cards.
Okay, there we go. Well.
So, yeah, Chris.
Something a little wonky here.
Yeah, what it's showing there is post hand if Nick were eliminated, but I think Nick's going to be left with a little bit over there.
All right, so just know that Nick did not get eliminated.
Okay, so I personally thought Nick was at risk as well.
Yeah.
So there we go. We'll keep Nick in there. He will now be a short stack at 1 million. So Nick will be in the 2 seat with 1 million chips. Second from the bottom, I should say. Second from the bottom in stacks. Hristo officially our shorty over there in the 4th seat. He is our friend from the Bulgaria.
That's right. Invited me to Bulgaria.
That's right. We're ready.
I told him I might be able to afford that if I won this.
That's
and he
right.
said, you know what? He said $50,000 goes a long way in Bulgaria. He said, you'd be a king. I said, sign me up. But we didn't get there.
Well, maybe you can be a prince on 6K.
Poorest prince there is. The prince of pistoliers, like Billy the Kid, huh? They did hose me, didn't they, Curly?
They did. All right, we're still 7-handed. There's a look at those chip counts. Chris in the 6th seat now in the chip lead at 13.2. Passing our lady of the table, Miss Brenda, in the 7th seat.
Okay, so we just got that message about the
there it is.
Software acting a little wonky on us, so maybe a little shenanigans going with our chip stacks.
All right, Hristo finding a spot to rip it here with ace-8 offsuit. Pretty raggy behind him here. Over to the big blind.
Christian E says the Kansas Coolers not doing well today. Well, we're still going to take the man's advice. Do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, Hristo's going to get that one through. Got to feel good. Had a really good time playing with him. Spent a lot of time on the final 2 tables when we got down to 2.
Yeah.
He was across for me for a hot minute there, and man, he'll stare you down, boy. And he's got that look. Hard to get a read off Mr. Hristo. You got to be a cool cat if you got a silent H in front of your name, right?
I agree.
Harjay? I mean, could you be Harjay?
Herrick sounds terrible.
Herrick does sound terrible. All right, Chris, sick of waiting around. He's going to try a little something here with the King 5 on the button. Love that. Just enough chips to start maybe pushing around a shorty over there. Gets it through. Well done, Chris. Boston Chris, by the way, from the Northeast, from New England.
Boston Chris. This is Chris L.
Chris L.
I got to visit with Brenda before the stream, and she acted like she might have been perhaps just a skosh nervous. She was like, man, I didn't know this thing was on stream. But,
yeah.
But here she is, stacking chippies.
No say nada.
Handling her business.
From Mexico DF, Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the big city.
That is the big city. Big old city. Bigger than anything we got. Chris finding another spot here. This time a little better hand, ace-4. And ruh-roh.
Every time I get ace-4 in the cutoff, Big Slick's right behind me.
Amen.
And here it is again. Chris opens it up. Jose on the button. He's got Big Slick. He will 3-bet.
And those are what, the 500K chips, right?
Yeah, that
the
big
green birds.
That green chip is a big one. So that's a 3-bet to 750,000. Green birds 500K. The red ones 100K.
And I know the folks are thinking, Eric, shouldn't you know you were just on that final table? Well,
you didn't have any greens.
I didn't have any of those green ones because my stack would have been all but 5 chips had I started with 1 green one. So we didn't quite get there. We gave it hell. This is our final 7 players here out of 1135, was it, RJ? I believe so.
I think that number's correct.
1135, yeah.
1135, yeah.
Final 7. They've all got almost $7,700 locked up.
Crush that 250,000 guarantee like we do every month.
Yeah.
When we have this, the greatest monthly tournament in all the land.
Even with a big event up north,
yeah.
just north of us at the big casinos, we still managed to beat this by a good chunk. So
some big festivities going on the Red River. Austin's got some things going on, and we still crush guarantees.
All right.
Nick's going to find a spot to rip it. He's got a button and a King 8. All in he is.
Going to take that one down. Yeah, speaking of Austin, that is what's
there we go.
Currently going on. They've already kicked off their Poker Atlas tour at TCH Social. A couple of my friends from Houston drove up to the Austin area to play in some of the PLO events. But, man, $1 million in guarantees in that booger, and it's going on till the 11th of November.
I think today was the progressive knockout tournament down there. So, yeah, they'll have things rocking and rolling here for the next week and a half, 2 weeks or so. Poker Atlas in Austin. Don't forget that. And they're going to have some more final table streams coming at you guys here on TCH Live. I'm sure they'll have 2 or 3 more final tables for you to watch down there from Austin.
All right, Brenda got a couple of 6s. Going to raise it to 240. Nick is going to make the call with that pretty queen jack. Going to try to see a flop here and see if he can't smash something. We know if he does hit even a piece, he's probably going to go with it here.
Yeah, he's got 2 letters running a little low on chip stacks here.
And Captain KO himself hooded up Ole Miss Chris.
Ole Miss
He's
Chris.
also going to come along, see if he can't continue chipping away at the player he crippled just a little bit ago.
Ace, queen, jack, big old flop here.
Big old flop, especially
Chris
for my
gonna
man
land
Nick.
top pair. Nick's gonna have bottom 2, and he's running low on chips. See what kind of sizing he goes with here. It's 760,000 in his stack.
And the shorty leading in here has got to send off some alarm bells for Chris, but he's got top pair. Not a bad kicker, so he's going to come along. Maybe some backdoor spade opportunities.
And we've seen Deborah be spicy on a rip already, but this board definitely too dangerous. She gets out of there.
That is an improvement for Chris's hand, but unfortunately for him, that is a big old boat for Nick,
Yeah,
and he's tricky with it.
I think that small lead out on the flop, Nick's trying to set up and all in on the turn, but that card is almost too spicy for you, right?
You ever get a little perturbed, the word is, if they give you that middle finger check? You ever notice that?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Ole Miss Chris just hit him with the hotty-toddy middle finger check.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin approved.
Looks like.
What? Look at Nick.
1,
Okay,
2,
that's
3,
a little
4,
more
yeah,
than
500,000. I thought.
Yeah,
I thought it was 500. 500,000 here, trying to go to Value Town, pick up some chippies, and he does. He gets the call from Chris and his ace, Queen Jack good. So Nick's going to pick up 1.3 million in profit. That'll bump his stack up to about 2.5. So on the up and up for him.
Very nice. That's what the shorty in the 5 seat was looking for. A little early courtesy double up, but he didn't get that. Nick got it though. Fresh off of getting those kings cracked. That's got to feel good for Nick.
Flops help. I like big flops. I cannot lie.
Can you believe it? As diehard of a Cowboy fan as I am, I was on a final table, and I'm locked in with you right here in the booth. Not even paying attention.
Yeah.
We got it on record.
Yeah, I was kind of anxious to watch the game tonight as well, but we're here. It'd be cool if I could make it home without knowing any results, but I don't expect that to happen.
There'll be a knucklehead somewhere. 161 folks joining us. RJ.
161. We would have had more if our man Eric BL would have lasted longer at the final table, but
yeah, kind of like my relationships. 6 hands, 6 months, same thing. What do you do? Our man Z here likes the Ocho Cinco enough to 3-bet.
Yeah, so we've seen him throw in some spicy 3-bets here, trying to stir things up a bit. Last time he found a spot to 3-bet with Queen Jack. This time it's 8-5, and it's 850,000 to go, and that will get rid of the suited ace deuce from Jose. Well done.
You got a suited ace, but the big stack is 3-betting you and starting to look back down at that dangler.
Yeah, Xiao Song came into this final table as the big stack. He's been quiet over there thus far. Wants to let everybody know he's still there.
That sounded like a pretty good pronunciation there. Hit me again with that, Oklahoma.
Xiao Song?
Xiao Song.
Yes.
Okay. Oklahoma teaching me a thing or two about a thing or two tonight.
I got to visit with
Xiao
Song before the final table here, and he hit me with the goods, and I practiced with him, and we got it. Xiao Song.
The boys from Oklahoma, they roll their joints all wrong, but they can pronounce.
That's right.
Some words that a lot of other people can't.
You nailed it.
Well done.
Thank you, buddy. It was a pleasure to meet Xiao Song before tonight's final table. He had a good time helping me out with that.
Interesting spot there. We had an ace-10 from our short stack just fold there to an open. So really thinking about ICM and ladders maybe folding an ace-10 there when you're short.
And did not want to mess with this flop. How did he know?
How did he know?
Ace-Jack here for Jose, landing top. And the other ace-10 in the hand, Chris L. Not a whole lot working here as we get this Jack 4-5 flop. Jose will continue and take it down.
All right, so a couple more free hands for our man in the 4 seat. He's going to need to make something happen. Brenda and Chris still sitting real nice right now with 10 and 12 million respectively.
All in here from Hristo.
Count of Monte Hristo.
He's got an ace, not afraid to use it. Chris wants a count here as he has 2 letters. Queen Jack here for Chris.
He is buried inside of that hoodie, isn't he? Can't even see the brother.
Chris will make the call here. He wants to give it a go with that Queen Jack. Gets over to the big blind where Jose has King, Queen suited in diamonds, so he'll make the call as well. Hristo at risk. Slight lead in equity here, looking for the triple up.
He got one of these when we were down to 2 tables. He got
5,
a triple up
8,
just like
9.
this. See if he can get it here.
So he's got a lot to dodge here. King of spades on the turn. That gives Jose the big lead.
And he loses an out.
Ace
There's an
on
out.
the river. Hristo's going to love it.
I said he loses an out. He couldn't hit the ace of spades, but that's okay because Dina had other plans for him. She says, how about the ace of hearts, young man?
Ace of hearts. Big triple up for Hristo.
All right.
2.1 million in his stack now.
The way he's wearing the hoodie over his shoulders, it's kind of drag. So he is the Count of Hristo.
There you go. Yeah, he's still celebrating Halloween a little bit.
All right. Well, nice triple up there, my man.
All right, and that shorty will not go away as he triples up. 2.2 million in his stack now. And our man Dayani rooting on.
Is your partner in the booth turning a little green with envy, seeing a player get a triple up?
I know, right? A little bit.
Just a little green over here.
That's all right. Sweet run today. Eric.
Man, it was fun. You always mention it. It is the greatest monthly tournament in all of the land.
Right? How much fun was it?
Oh, it was awesome.
To make a cool run in this
Late
tournament.
reg on the final flight. Make it to day 2 with about 20 big blinds. Almost get busted your first hand, and somehow make it with these crushers. Come on.
Yeah.
Blessing. Absolute blessing.
Yeah, besides a nice prize you get to play for, it is a really fun tournament to run good in. Then next thing you know, you find yourself here on the stream, and we're all having a good time.
Absolutely.
Dayani rooting on Jose in the 9 seat.
Jose, kind of a quiet player. Played a little bit with him as well.
Yep.
Yesterday on our second to last table, and very soft-spoken but solid player. Very nice guy.
All right, here we go. Another battle here between Hristo and Chris. Hristo bumps it up. 220,000 to go now. He's got ace queen, the first one. And Chris now, ace queen, the second one.
We saw a super snug fold a little bit ago with the ace 10. I think you can be folding ace queens here at a final table.
Yeah, and Chris has been 3-betting a little bit, so
gonna get a little inventory of that stack over there.
We'll see what Hristo thinks of this. You can hear those cash games buzzing in the background.
Yeah, fun room out there going on right now, and a tournament, the Monday night.
Monday night rebuy. Hopped in that one last week, and I took second, by golly.
You did.
That was a fun one. I hadn't jumped in the tournament streets in quite a while. This 3-bet does work here from Chris. Hristo throws ace-queen in the muck.
All right, folks, let us know in the chat. Are you folding ace-queen there to that 3-bet? Hristo, a little on the snug side right now, maybe looking at some ladder implications. He's got a little bit more in chips than our 8 seat. Knows he's a little short.
And at 2.2 million, he still has, what, 20 big blinds here. Blinds are up 50,000, 100,000 now.
DFS Brad, says it's a shove or fold, not a call out of position there. Brenda waking up with the
Queen 10.
QT, the Queen 10.
The cutie hand for our lovely lady at the table. She opens it up here, but she's got a customer as Chris L. has ripped it all in. 1.3 million here. Brenda's got a lot of chips, but that would be gambling, and she throws Queen 10 in the muck. Well done. Nice pickup there for Chris, 550 in profit.
Very often, yes, there, Andy. A little different situation that I went with, but we'll chat about that one later.
Not if you know you're going to get kings 2 hands later. Come on, guys. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, you notice the very next hand I had King Jack. We went ahead and ripped that one.
Yeah.
We won a hand at the final table. We did win a hand.
Got it. And you got paid for that hand because you laddered up one spot.
I did. Thankfully, I had already laddered prior to that happening.
We call that the quarter up, Andy. All right, Nick's going to raise it up. He's in the cutoff with a suited Queen 7. Got this shorty in the small blind. That is our man Hristo here looking at King Jack. $225,000 here, the raise from Nick. Hristo and Chris come along. Chris in the big blind with 10-7 of clubs. We get a flop, 8-8-3.
These are fun. 3 players in the pot. Nobody has a thing. Who wants it? 3/4 of a milli and some change out there. Hand number 21. Nada. King high still golden. I have a feeling somebody else might take a stab before our man Hristo does. See if one of these other players wants this pot.
Checks around again here to Nick. On the turn. Second lap through.
I like it.
200,000 to bet.
Don't have to bluff a lot. If your opponents don't have anything, they are not calling you. Well done, Mr. Nick.
Just a little bit of pressure there. Takes it down, 550,000 in profit, and our man Nick still on the climb. Down to 1 million in chips. He's bumped it up from there. He's looking at 2.8 million now.
Yeah, he was almost out of here. Right back in the thick of things. Definitely much more comfortable spot, though, now for the 2 shorties than what 3 of us started with. Super short.
Friend of the show, TCH Live very own Jacob Thomas in the chat. What's up, Jacob?
Howdy, howdy.
Yo, Cook County Mumbler in the muck. God, don't you know the legend? All right, over to Hristo. He's got the button and a 10-8 of clubs. He'll bump it up, 220,000 to go.
Brenda's never seen a king she's not willing to get after it with here, so let's go with the King 6.
King 6 will defend. 7-8-4, top pair here for Hristo. backdoor clubs, and Brenda landing a gut shot with her 6.
And backdoor spades. You got top pair here. If you're Hristo.
Yeah, and it's always that scary spot where you need to take this pot down based on your stack size going down just a bit. Do you want to take it down, or do you want to try to milk it with that middling pair? So now this pot has 990,000 in it. We go check on the turn.
Wow,
6 of clubs.
Yeah, Brenda might blast here. Wow, she checks.
Yeah, we've seen Brenda be spicy in that spot. We do go check.
Strange, because the two tables that I played with her, those are spots that she really would put folks to the test with there. Chose not to on this one. And big hand there for Hristo.
Well, I believe she showed that she has that club in the bag on hand number 2 tonight.
Okay.
When she put the heat on old Miss Chris there in the 6th seat. So she will get after it.
She absolutely will. We didn't get to see that. She didn't show that hand when I was on the table, but I'll have to go back when I rewatch my entire 6 hands that I played.
Yeah, that's
take a look at that. But Ryan, my man.
That's a big club to have in the bag. Not many people have it. She will get after it.
Yeah. And the clubs come out a little easier when you're sitting on 10 million.
Yeah, they do. Driver, let's do it.
Yeah, folks, that's the voice you're hearing. The voice from seat 5 is now in the booth. We gave it hell, though, and, man, you guys really made a kid feel good, man. Had a blast playing in it and wanted to make a good showing. But the good news is, RJ, the last time we made a final table, we finished 9th.
That's right, you moved up.
We're moving on up.
I had a fun hand brewing here in hand 23. Nick raising it up from the low jack. Ace king of clubs. That's him over there in the 2 seat.
Man, 4-handed on a final table. How about this,
and
folks?
Look at this. Brenda getting in there with that 7 triz. We get a flop jack 10-10. 2 clubs here, so Nick's going to have a royal flush draw.
Hello, Royal.
Open-ended here for Hristo.
Nobody hit a jack or 10, so he shouldn't face a ton of resistance. Of course, the open-ender may have something to say here.
Hristo does make the call, hanging around with his king-queen. Other 2 players out of there, so we're heads up to the turn. Deuce of hearts. Deuce of hearts here, awful bricky on the turn. So Nick will think it over here a bit, and he does fire. Fires 1.2 million. Hristo, 1.8 million in his stack, so this bet means business. And Hristo lays it down. Nice bet there from Nick. He'll take it down. 2.8 million in it. Mighty Hammer in the chat says, you got to love it when Sassy is in the car on the way back from playing poker in Colorado, and she mentions that EVL's at the final table. We got to watch it.
Just rooting on our favorite commentators. Well, thank you. The commentator salad is back together again in the booth. But we're going to bink one of these days, and whether it's RJ binking that bad boy or me binking it, it'll be fun to get to commentate and maybe get that post-game interview.
I'm trying to think if I've even fired in one of these. I'm slacking. I don't think I have.
Slacker.
I think I fired in the in a couple of the Poker Atlas multi-day events.
Gotta fire in these, baby.
One of which I took 41st. The other of which I whiffed. Fun hand here. Hand at 24. It's a brewing. Xiao Song bumping it up. 250,000 to go.
Flop, yeah, you are. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, we got a three-way.
Three-way it is to the flop. Jack, Jack, 5. That's a pretty good flop here for Ace.
He probably likes it. Chris wisely says, you know what? No need to bluff here.
Our Ace 10s have been whiffing badly. I talk about how Ace 10 can be such like a crucial hand, and you almost feel like to get through these fields, you need an Ace 10 to come through.
Yeah, I think it came through for one of these fellers, didn't it? Oh, yeah, the seat 6.
It did.
As he kicked my ass to the curb as Scott comes in.
His Ace 10.
Saying, I thought Eric was on this final table. Well.
Cracked your kings.
There you go.
Hello, Scott. Yeah, we were just going to share that story for you.
Just rewind. Hand number 6.
King's no good.
Kings got kicked right in the jimmy. Didn't feel good.
Chris L here. Not Ole Miss Chris, but the other Chris. 200,000 to go here with Queen 10.
Oklahoma from Tulsa, all in Evan. Shout out to Eric on an epic run. Proud of you, bro. I appreciate it, my man. Telling you what, we had a blast. Like I said, you got to fire in these bad boys. They are a lot of fun. I've cashed in a bunch of them. 19th was the deepest I had run in this event.
Yeah, I saw.
I had a decent run, and with my man and a former partner, our colleague, Mitch Lloyd. We both ran pretty good in that one. I think I outlasted him by just a couple of spots, but, man, it was tough to get through these fields. You know, the other finishes are kind of right in the middle or even later in the event. I really have not gotten to day 2 with a big stack, 400 or 500K, and you see some of these stacks day 2 already with, 1 to 2 million. You're like, man, what do you got to do to get there? But
yeah, I think somebody came into day 2 with like 1.5 yesterday, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
He was way ahead of second place. I can't remember. I wonder who that was. I should look. Because I wonder if it's somebody that's here.
Got a raise from one of our shorter stacks, Hristo, with King Jack offsuit. Chris going to make the call with King Queen. Brenda, third place here, Queen Jack.
All right, we got a bunch of letters.
And how about this, folks?
And a
Xiao
Song
says, I'm having none of it. I got a double down hand.
That's right.
Take this, folks.
Says you guys are piddling around out there. I'm going to bump this one up. 1.4 million. Big hands only, please.
Aggression pays off. Doesn't even have to show it.
Done.
Like a gangster. 8 high like a boss. Well done, Xiao Song.
I was saying I got to visit with him before the final table, and he was so vibrant and cool and fun to visit with, but you see him right here on the final table, and it is nothing but game face,
Cool,
baby.
calm, and collected, baby.
It's awesome.
Game face. My high school buddy, Mr. Brandon Rich, my football pal, father of 1 million daughters. Every now and then gets a little break from all that estrogen and gets to hang out with us, RJ. So shout out to Brandon Rich. Thank you.
Hello, Brandon.
Thank you, my friend.
Hope you're hiding in the corner of the house.
We got to catch up soon, my friend. Whether it's down there in the H or up here in the big diesel. Miss you, buddy. Matrov says, what did I just witness? Well, that's poker, folks. Sometimes
There we go.
you win a big pot with an 8 high.
You witness a man that is on his game. He sees those spots. He will take advantage of them.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. How would you pronounce that, Scott? May have created a new word. Fickum. How do you say that? Fickum? Oh, F-I-C-M.
F-I-C-M.
Fickum.
Fissum.
Well done, friend. Well done.
Fissum.
Jose going to take a little pot down there. Notice how things change a little bit when you get a couple knockouts. Folks can breathe a little bit. Got some chips to play with. This, again, is what we're playing for tonight, folks. $50,000 freaking dollars up top, RJ. Hello. All 7 of these folks have almost $7,700 locked up. But they all want that big daddy prize up there, $50K. How about you come on? Yeah, I know, Mitchell. Hey, what's going on, brother?
So headed into day 2, it looks like I'm seeing an 800,000 and a 900,000. There's the 1.5. Our man Surya, 1.5 million going into day 2. The top 3 stacks, 1.5 million, 900,000, 800,000.
Any of them make the final table?
No.
Isn't that crazy, huh? Just got to get to day 2, folks. It's like getting to the NFL playoffs. You never know what can happen. Just got to get there. So keep firing at these even bigger one tournaments we're doing every month. Like our man Hristo, who's about to go back to Bulgaria soon. He's hoping to go back with $50K. He's going to ship it with the Queen 10 of diamonds.
There's a 740,000 in there, and that also not at the final table. All right, Hristo's found a spot to rip it. Queen 10 of diamonds here. Xiao Song coming in on the button, open it up with ace deuce. Hristo.
He is going to call with the ace high, and it's good.
All right, ace high finds a spot here to make the call. Hristo going to be at risk. Needs some help with that Queen 10.
Suited variety. Xiao Song does have the ace of diamonds, though, just in case.
Queen 4-8. The Queen 10 lands here for Hristo. King.
Needs an ace.
Only an ace can change things here. It's a 10. No help for Xiao Song. Hristo will get the double up.
With a 2-piece.
2-piece good. 1.47 million in profit. That's going to give him nearly 3 million in his stack.
Yeah, they can't get rid of him. He and I were battling on that second to last table we were at, and same thing. We both kept getting in there and doubling up, and we looked at each other and said, they can't get rid of us.
That's right. Nothing wrong with bottom feeding when it's worth some real money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our man Scott, we mentioned that the Poker Atlas PKO tournament was today. Our man Scott's down there in it, checking things out for us.
Yeah.
October 27th all the way to November 11th, so this thing still has, what, another week to go?
Yeah. 8 more days.
Poker Atlas, so I imagine they'll have the main event coming up this week.
Yeah.
With day 2 firing over the weekend.
Guess who's got a pocket full of cash now and might have to head down there and play in that sucker, huh?
Well.
See my boy Aaron Money McAvoy.
That's right.
Shout out to Aaron. Sure, I got a text from him going, really?
Look at these dusty holdings. We do have a couple of pairs in there. Chris L bumping it up with pocket 5s. Hristo on the button with 9s.
See if he wants to pick on the shorty. Play back at him. In position here, right, folks?
In position on the button. He's got some newly acquired chips from that last hand where he doubled up. He does raise it here. Looks like a min raise. He has hit it with the min click.
Jackie Robinson coming along, little 4 deuce.
No, pardon me. Hristo did not raise. I'm looking at the wrong stinking spot in the graphics. Hristo just called. That explains things. So we'll go to a flop 3 ways.
Hello, top or middle set.
Middle setty McGetty for Hristo.
He's heating up.
Heating up indeed. Double up last hand. Now he's got big middle set of 9s here on the button.
I like to bet there's a king out there, a
sure.
couple of spades, poke at it, and
bet.
maybe see if somebody will come along. But
yeah, that board has enough action to keep someone along if they have something, but unfortunately here, not much cooking for the rest of them. He'll have to take it down.
And you know what happens right after the Poker Atlas in Austin is finished?
Ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding. It actually starts the day before that
That's
ends.
right.
November 10th, the Trailblazer Season 2 second stop is going to Spring, just north of Houston. Over 1.1 million in guarantees.
So that'll begin here in about a week.
Absolutely, 7 days from now, folks.
So that's here before you know it.
Just about a 3 hour and 40-minute drive, maybe a little less if you book it.
Book it.
4, 6, 4, 7, 4.
205 fine folks tuning in, hopefully watching a little poker with a side of Dallas Cowboys.
Jose raising it here under the gun with that suited ace-6. Chris L. on the big blind, queen 3 diamonds. He will make the call. Looks like our tournament director is
messing with the lights.
Shaking some cameras for us. That is not a Dallas Metroplex earthquake. That is our man trying to work on those lights, and it shakes the upper cameras for us. So he'll give us a little bit of wiggle here for the next couple of hands, but that's all right.
Jose, my man.
Taking it down, Jose H.
My fellow brother in ink. He's got the tats rocking.
With a winner.
Love it. Kind of like me. He's got the one full sleeve and
Yep.
just a couple on the other arm. RJ, you mentioned talking about some tattoos
Yeah.
the other day. You got a quote, you said, for a full sleeve.
Full sleeve.
Like $50 for that whole
Yeah.
skinny arm of yours.
Yep, you bet.
Man.
They'll cover up this entire gun show for
About-
$49.99.
Because it would take 49 minutes. Lots of detail, too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it like a full pec work and, some shoulder work.
Yeah, you could pull off the rock.
Make me look like Sparta, Sparta with a tiny little beer gut.
There we go. Got a friend of Jose joining us, Ricardo Purebas. I'm sure my gringo ass butchered that a little bit, but we can't roll our R's over here, so we're trying, folks.
That's right.
I can fold my tongue like a taco, RJ, but I can't roll my R's. Maybe that's why I'm still single.
What'd you say? All right, Brenda bumping it up here on the button with king, queen. Jose in the big blind pocket fours. Let's see a flop. 10-5 deuce. Pretty friendly flop here for both holdings. Brenda's going to bring the heat here, 300,000.
Jose got to witness some of the aggression from Brenda at our second to last table, so let's see if he is just like,
Yeah,
or should be good here, but
always interesting to see these final tables get set up, and we don't know who's been playing with who thus far, so it is kind of fun to... If you hadn't played with Brenda yet...
Look at this. He's going to play back at her. Says, I don't think you have anything here, mama. Come get it. Going to raise it up to 775.
775,000 here, the bet. Check raise from Jose. And she's looking at chippies. Does decide to let it go. Well done. Nicely played by both players.
Yeah, nice hand there. Got to get aggressive back against an aggressive opponent. Love seeing that. Tell you what, though, that's locked into Brenda's memory, though. She's not going to forget that one. I'm telling you, she was a lot of fun to play with. I'd seen her in the room, and it's always cool to see a new face. It's starting to be a poker regular here.
Yeah.
And obviously, she stands out a little bit,
Right. Cute lady of the room.
Absolutely. We're all staring at a bunch of ugly dudes all day long. It's nice when somebody comes in.
Yep, the pretty ladies walk by and it throws,
smells a lot better than us.
the whole table off.
Right? Smells a lot better than us nasty guys, too. So
Sometimes it'll make the dealer stop dealing. Not that I've ever. All right, we find a spot. Chris L. on the button rips it. He's got the mystery card and a 10.
Rip City. It could even be a 9-10. We will never know. Chris says, I will gladly take that extra 300K as those blinds are 60, 120, 120 now. There is the lovely Miss Tiffany out there doing her thing. You know what's funny is my friends and in the poker room, the look on their faces was much more disappointment than it was for me, because really this whole thing was a win to me. Obviously, I wanted to win the 50K tonight, and but the look on some of my friends' faces was like they're more disappointed than I am in the results. But we had a blast, and how awesome to have so many folks saying such kind things to me, and boom, right on time. Speaking of lovely ladies, our beautiful friend, Miss Lexi, saying, nice run, Eric. Well, I appreciate
it. Lexi. All right, we got action here.
All in
from
Chris. And we know we're getting called by the big stack with the ace. Can Chris survive here? He needs some help.
Chris finds a spot to rip it here. Queen Jack going to need some help. Xiao Song in the big blind makes the call with ace 10, and it's a queen in the window.
Hello, lady.
Queen 5-5 the flop. 3 of clubs.
Got to dodge one of 3 aces. Chris can hold here.
10
and he does.
All right, that's Queen Jack going to get the full double up here for Chris. Picks up 1.5 million in profit, 2.8 in his stack now.
Any new folks tuning in, this again is what we're playing for here. This was our even bigger one. Do this every month unless we have a special event going on. Guaranteed 250K. We crushed that, even like we said, with a lot of stuff going on in the area that kept folks from being here. We still crushed it. 1,135 entries, including our man Randy 3Coin. Shout out to Randy for showing up and definitely chipped into that prize pool. We appreciate it.
Randy's been spewing around, jumping in some of these tournament streets. He said he wants to get better at some of the tournaments, and so you might see him here at some of these TCH tournaments.
But yeah, really cool to see.
Working on his game, he says.
This is just another month that we're going to have another new winner of 50K plus in this. We've only had one repeat winner, and one of his was a chop, Mr. David Tao. Every other month, though, we have had a new winner of 50K plus. Gotten even, what, up to 70, I think, in one of our even bigger ones. So really awesome tournament that we put on here. So if you want to look at the calendar going into next year, come out and play in one of these multi-day events for just $300. You can turn it into upwards of 50K plus. They call that a nice ROI, RJ.
That's a good-looking ROI you got there. All right, ace-10 versus ace-jack versus king-queen. Off to the flop we go. 9, 5 deuce. Turn is out, but I missed it. There it is, a queen. That's a spicy one because Jose takes the lead here. King, queen lands.
We'll take a gander over there at the feller next to him. And ace-jack not loving that. You know, look at my stack, and then you're going to put out a pretty healthy bet here. 650. I've just got an ace high. So I'm just going to let that go, Chris says. Jose heating up over there.
Aubin giving Eric a shout out. What's up, Aubin?
Hey, buddy. That's our good friend Aubin, tournament crusher himself, multi-final tableist. So Chris in a 6th seat, has Ole Miss Chris, that is, only been here in the DFW area for about a year, and this is his 5th.
I was going to say, I remember Ole Miss Chris.
5 final tables.
A couple of weeks ago, all bundled up.
Yeah.
And yet, here he is again. So, yeah, he's been putting in some work.
Absolutely. Plays in almost all of our nightly tournaments during the week as well. So, putting in a lot of tournament work, getting some really nice results. Bob C. with a shout out to yours truly. I appreciate it, my friend. 1 hour in, looked like Dina was going to get home to Daddy real quick, knocking a couple of us out.
Yeah.
But we still got 7 players remaining.
Yeah, now slow down just a bit. Blinds are 60,000, 120,000. Xiao Song 3-betting again from the button here. So he is navigating the power of position very well. He has found some spots to squeeze onto those small raises. Couple players get in there. He'll put the hammer down and take that pot down. Keeping his stack very healthy over there. Nearly 7 million for Xiao Song.
Raise, 325.
All right, Jose, no resistance. Takes one down. Well, folks in the chat, what do you guys have to look forward to before Thanksgiving? Any big tournaments? I know we've mentioned that the Poker Atlas Tour is going on right now in Austin at TCH Social. We've also got some big events going on just north of us at Choctaw. But we're going to have our normal weekly schedule back this week, so there's plenty of action here. Of course, cash games galore between our 2 clubs here in DFW. What are you folks looking forward to the next couple weeks in this here poker world?
Stacking chippies.
That's what we're hoping for. We love seeing our friends of the chat get some run good. Our man Skinny Cole, Jason Cole, just got, I think, 2nd place or no, 9th place. Let me look because he sent me something in the gargantuan up there at Choctaw. So shout out to Jason.
I think that ended just this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's the booger I finished 40th in last time.
778 the flop here.
5th place he got for a cool 12,000. Great job, Jason.
Well done, Jason. 10 ball. That's a spicy card. Brenda connects to the tune of a straight.
What a spicy card here.
And Nick doesn't hate it, but somehow we go check, and oh my goodness, a nasty 9 here on the river. This could be chaos here. Brenda leads out 300,000.
And there is a paired board. Queen Jack's in his mind. We're never folding here, but you can see the look on his face. He's like, wait a minute. She's leading out into me now from the small blind when that 9 hits. Could she just have a 6? Or are we just chopping here? I think that is just a nasty card.
And Nick looks like he's thinking extremely hard, but he's really not.
Yeah, we're putting in the call, no doubt.
He's about to bump, to bump it up.
He's going to have some chips left, so it's not going to cripple him, but he's going to get some bad news here, folks.
1.1.
Now he's got the good news here.
Oh, Nick has the good hand. Excuse me, folks. I'm so used to seeing Brenda have all of it.
Yeah, Brenda turned the straight here with Jack 9.
And that face he was making got me perplexed, didn't it? Hello. Forgive me, folks.
All right, and Brenda does just go with a call. Well done on that end of things, because she's going to find the bad news. Nick's going to pick up a pot with nearly $3 million in it. No skinny rabbit there. 1.6 million in profit.
Yeah, sorry for the misread there, because I guarantee our folks at home are a little perplexed. Like, what is EVL talking about?
That's all right. I got you. Lord knows I've done it. I think I did it, 30 minutes ago.
That's okay. I had an all-in moment on the employee live stream the other night that didn't even get commentated on.
I've had a lot of, I've had a lot of concussions.
I know that.
Yeah, you had a good time on the employee stream. You were dancing and having a good time.
Yeah, I was until
rocking those Daisy Dukes.
Until I decided to gamble those profits away. But you know what? You guys jinxed me from the start. You had me down 250 before I even played a damn hand, RJ. You silly sons of guns.
You shouldn't have done that.
All right, Nick rewarded with that 9 on the river. Now rewarded with a beautiful ace queen of hearts under the gun.
Chris in the cutoff with an ace-9 suited, facing an under-the-gun razor.
Could be a 3-bet candidate here.
Lexi in the chat, she knew what was coming.
Absolutely. She said, no, nasty. And collision course is here, folks.
Well. Brenda has taken a little bit of turbulence since she flew straight up to 11 million, but now she still has 6.8 million in her stack. She's got a button and kings. So Chris did 3-bet with that suited ace-9 in the cutoff. Brenda will open it again. That's a 4-bet, 1.25 million.
And look at that. Nick folds. And the king's cracker himself is at it again. Let's see if Chris can crack kings for a 3rd time on this final table. No,
not going to happen unless we running diamonds. We go check on a king high flop. That's top set for Brenda. Ace-9 does pick up a wheel draw here. A deuce could change things.
Deuce of clubs not available.
Chris will lead out here with his wheel draw. 800,000 to bet. Lady of the table, Brenda. Going to play with her hair for a moment.
Deuce of clubs actually probably still live because we don't have the flop correct here. That is a king on the flop.
It is a king. And Brenda just goes with a min raise here. Actually intended on min raising, but didn't bump it up enough, so she'll have to throw a little extra out there.
Yeah, we'll get that flop corrected because we did see the king of hearts is out there on the flop.
Yeah, the board is king
4-5.
King 4-5 on the flop. A 3 has hit the turn, so that does give Chris the wheel draw outs. A deuce would give him a straight.
Yeah, you hate folding to a min raise.
I don't. And he does.
It's chunky enough.
Chris does fold to the min raise. Take it down, Brenda.
Brenda says, boys, that's how you play kings. Just flop a set with them.
That helps.
You can see there, right before Dina put it back into the pile there was a king of hearts out there, so that was top set for our girl Brenda, who continues to put on a wonderful show here.
Yeah, Brenda lost a few chippies in that orbit there, and now she's picked them right back up, and she took them from Chris, so now she regains the chip lead. 9.4 million for Brenda, Chris at 8.3. Xiao Song over there hanging out. Calm and collect with his 7 million.
Man, Print123, giving a shout out. How you doing, brother?
What
you out there hitting the 1-2 streets tonight?
What up, Print? All right, this time it's ace deuce for Brenda, suited in diamonds, and the cutoff bumps it up, 250,000 to go. Rags around the rail over to Nick. He's got the 8 triz. That's in the muck as well. Brenda will take it down.
Well, I didn't get to hear you talking about him, but I'm going to brag about the guy who actually busted before me, which, man, what a gangster.
My man, Austin.
Austin, the way he's been running this year in these tournaments,
fantastic.
Man. Players were coming up, you're on another final table, Austin, and he just kind of was like, yeah, you know. So shout out to Austin. I know he was our first out tonight. I'm always going to love him for that because he gave me a little bit of a ladder up, and let me tell you, Daddy needed it.
Dude,
but Austin had been running so good. Love seeing him. Such a nice guy.
A few streams ago, we saw him on the final table, and I mentioned that he's been working on his game, and he's been crushing. And, man, we just keep seeing him at these final tables. I did mention tonight that it had almost been like a month since I'd seen him at one, so he was due. And, boom, he's back.
And y'all quit asking him if Venom is his brother. Okay, folks, that is not his brother. I'm doing him a favor, setting the record straight.
I've never thought of that.
He's just going to laugh at you. I witnessed it. How about the ace 5-5 flop? Jack 8, king 9 going to battle here.
Now, when Xiao Song and Chris get in a pot, it's going to be interesting to remember which Chris it is. In this particular case, Ole Miss Chris. Nuts are on the board. Quad fives with an ace.
See, okay, this is brilliant, though, right? Okay, Chris just has to see. He wants to see if his opponent is not paying attention, because this very thing happened to me in a cash game in the 1-2 streets. Quads on the board, ace also on the board. Hello, folks.
Yeah.
Just to remind you, that's quad fives, ace kicker.
That is the best hand possible on the board.
Everybody who still has cards just needs to table their hand, and you're chopping it up. We had a 1-2 game, and I just decided to be silly. For $400, I ripped it into a $15 pot. One guy folds at a turn. The other guy tank folds and says, well, I guess you had the ace.
Right.
And the dealer and I just looked at each other like,
yeah, I had it.
And I said, dealer, if I lose money on this table tonight, I won't play poker for 6 months. Unfortunately, I won some money that night.
Those are the tables that have been drilling me lately.
God bless America. Mitch Lloyd joining us. Yes, sir.
What up, Mitch?
Rewind and then catch right back up, because we lasted a whole 6 hands. It was a lot of fun, Mitch.
Quads on the board. Quads on the board. Looking like a fool with your quads on the board. You always like it when I break that one out.
I do.
All right. Off to hand 41 we go.
Oh, I know, Jedi. And it just got worse from there, didn't it? Turn and river. Vomit, vomit, vomit.
Chris raising it up under the gun with that suited king 7. Off to the flop we go. It's ace queen 7 the flop.
Oh, there's my man Glenn, the lizard man.
Middle pair Xiao Song. Hristo with a gut shot. Pardon me, that's Hristo.
By the way, Glenn finished 10th in this. Just 1 spot short of another final table for the lizard himself. So I guess I got to send you some love, too.
Yeah, nice run there from the lizard. What's up, Glenn? I apologize that I call you Gator half the time that I see you.
Not entirely incorrect, because a gator is a lizard.
A big one.
Big old sucker.
Xiao Song going to take it down. Here we go to showdown. 1.5 million in it.
Yeah, I looked at that hand a little different. I know the folks are thinking that's a absolute shove for me. Good news is I got to last a couple more hands, including the one I won the very next hand, because the 3-seat in the small blind there, Xiao Song never folding that ace-5 to me. Very results-oriented thinking there, but I had a little reason for why I bet what I did there. A lot of it had to do with the guy to my right. It was super short as well. Wanted to eat up his blinds if I could get it through. Calling any jam there, but
Kings are out again, and again in the holdings for Brenda.
She's going to show him how to do it. Casey Powell with a little super chat for us.
Here we go. Xiao Song finds a spot to raise it up here. Brenda just limped with those kings.
Hello, ace queen. All in for Chris.
Hello, we got action. All in for Ole Miss Chris. He's got ace queen. Brenda limped with the kings and finds some customers.
Xiao Song acting like he's interested in an account here.
Well, Brenda may have just called there, which would be very interesting. Chris all in for 1.9 million. Brenda does just call with her kings.
Jedi says, I done synced it.
Casey Powell hitting us with the super chat. Right when all this action is breaking out. Thank you, Casey.
So Chris all in this time with ace queen against the kings. Has a chance to triple up against some pretty funky holdings here from the 3-seed.
So Brenda just calling there does bring along Xiao Song. So Brenda in this hand limped under the gun and just called the 1.9 all in. So what are you thinking now if you're Xiao Song?
Well, you're thinking I've hit a pair now. Brenda's like, yeah, but I got a big old pair.
Brenda will come out swinging here. 600,000. Small little continuation bet. King of hearts on the turn.
Bless her heart. She knows how to play some kings, doesn't she?
Puts 3 hearts on the board, but that's top set now for Brenda. And that card shrinks up the 5 from Xiao Song, but he will make the call.
Can't
Drawing
win the hand.
dead. To the river, it's an 8 of diamonds. And Brenda going to Value Town here. That's 200,000.
And that's really...
Pardon me, that's 1 million. 1 million.
Chopping at the stack of Xiao Song. He wants to eliminate a player, but are you just wanting to bleed chips here?
1 million the bet here from Brenda. Into about 9 million.
I know what he's thinking here, but brother, she ain't folding. Yeah, gets out of there. Chris is going to get the bad news. Brenda, again, set of kings, and that is going to do it for our 6th seat. Our man Chris there. Ole Miss Chris is going to finish in 7th place and take home, we'll call it, 7th place for $7,700.
There we go.
How
That's easy.
That?
We can handle that.
7 for 77.
700.
Well done, Chris. Another great run. 5th final table in under a year, and that's just final tables on the live stream table.
Right.
He's made plenty out there in our daily tournament. So great run, Chris. We know we will see you again.
Another 5.9 million in profit headed to the stack of Brenda, and now she is up to 15.6 million.
Hello, folks.
We just thought she had a big stack earlier. It's, what'd you call it? BSB.
I told her, change your name, honey. Big stack Brenda. I said that when I sat down because, man, just watching her play on day 2, played good, ran good, and just fun to watch.
I love it. Had a couple of big hands and making big use of those big hands. Up to 15 million now.
Yeah, I believe it was 9,400 locked up now for all 6 of these folks, including our lone lady over there. She has almost half the chips in play. We had 33 million in play. She's got almost 16 million. That's got to feel good.
Whew. All right, and in the big blind with a suited king 7, so she'll take a gander here. Jack 10-4, 2 spades, no help on the king 7. Pocket 3's still best. King here with a...
Look at those outs for Brenda with the king 7.
Yeah, a little bit of a double gutter here.
And love it. Bets it. Takes it down.
2 gutters and king high. Let's bet a little bit. Take it down. 3s are out of there. Well done.
Obi joining us, and there's 89 people watching that other tournament on TCH's other channel. Well, this one's got a little heat to it. Do this every month. It's becoming really popular. You got almost 230 folks tuning in. Yeah, Scott, I was definitely not knowing what was going on in that hand. A lot of chips lost there from our 3 seat.
$50,000 up top in this one, the greatest monthly tournament in all the land. It's the even bigger one from Texas Card House Dallas.
Jose's sick of watching. He's going to pop it up a little bit here.
Ready to jump in there.
We just hit that hour-and-a-half mark, RJ. Is it about time? Whose bladder needs to go first between you and I?
Me.
We're like a couple old ladies on a road trip.
I didn't know you actually peed, so that's cool. Xiao Song here finds a real hand to 3-bet with. He's got queens, throws that 3-bet in there and takes it down again. I think he's undefeated on his 3-bets.
Yeah.
The one that he got in trouble on was officially facing the limp of Brenda, so that officially was not a 3-bet.
Hand number 45, and we're down to 2-6. How about a vanilla latte, my friend? Thank you, RJ. RJ going to go roam the room a little bit, take a little break, get us some beverages, and check on the cash games and other tournaments going on tonight. Hristo not interested in what's going on in the room. He's interested in what's going on right here. He's got a couple of Cowboys. Popular hand tonight. Not for me, of course. Been a pretty good hand for our 7 seed over there. the lovely Miss Brenda. Let's see if it can hold for Hristo. Going to take it to the streets against the 8-7 off. It's kind of flop you're looking for when you got two cowboys. Not a big pot just yet, just 680 out there.
250. That is 250.
Say not convinced. He comes along. And he is going to hit a pair. That could be trouble for Jose. Thinking Hristo might just be c-betting here with a hand like an ace-jack, ace-king that whiffed. Ronnie B joining us and doing what he does every night, doing our job for us, and just tuned in and smashed the like button for you guys. We appreciate that, Ronnie B. And if y'all are enjoying watching this final table, where one of these gentlemen or lovely ladies is going to take down $50,000. Here's a reminder of what we're playing for here, folks. Everybody's got 94-10 locked up. Pay jumps start getting juicy. You get into those five figures, 11-7, 15-4. Bumping up to 20, 30, and then $50,000 off a $300 buy-in if you just fired one bullet. What a tournament. And technically, this is one of our smaller ones, right? We still beat the guarantee by over 16,000. But every month, unless we've got some big event going on, we've got one of these even bigger one tournaments. So if you're thinking about coming into the DFW area, check your calendars. This is a great multi-day event. 10% of the field makes it to day two, and you're in the money automatically. They had a double bag bonus and a triple bag bonus as well. So just a cool, cool tournament. Great job of our staff putting this together. There's the lovely Miss Tiffany. She's been firing in some tournaments lately, too. She's going to get herself on one of these final tables pretty soon. Thank you, R. Jizzle, for the
Who's that? Who's coming
vanilla latte.
Who's coming to the final table?
I just said Tiffany's probably going to make a deep run here pretty soon.
She has been working on her game, yeah.
She does a little dealing, does a little waitressing, quite a bit of playing. Stacked me on the final hand of the employee stream, boat over boat in that final PLO hand. I remind her that now every time I tip her. That I shouldn't have to tip her because I just gave her $400 the other night.
She just fixed you up with a vanilla latte.
Well, God bless her. She's a sweetheart. One of our favorites. And her sister, too, the lovely Christy. We don't get to see too often, but she's dealt on a final table over here. A time or two.
I've worked with Christy even at other clubs like for a long time, so Christy and I go way back. All right, Jose finding a spot to bump it up. Suited ace-3 on the button. No resistance. He'll take it down.
Good thing the cameras weren't on, RJ. They'd see us like a couple of high school Instagram girls taking
Yeah,
selfies over
yep.
here, but we had to give a shout out. We're both wearing our 3-coin hats tonight.
Have you ever seen my TikTok dance? It's fantastic.
I guarantee you, you can't mess with our friend Chocolate Thunder, Marcus Dickey. That man had some cool TikTok dances. Shout out to the Chocolate Thunder wherever you are. I told him he will one day be outdone by EVL, the Vanilla Wonder.
That is a good-looking chip stack over there in front of Brenda. She's going to open it up here with the mystery card and the 5 of clubs. A little rescan there might help us out. Jose's got a pretty good starting hand. That is aces.
Hello. Have we seen those yet tonight?
No, first time out for the aces tonight.
He's into traveling on American Airlines. Speaking of Lady Mitch, shout out to the lovely Emily.
All right, folds around the table. Back to Brenda. The original razor in this hand with that mystery card and a 5, and opens things up, finds resistance, and lets it go. Well done.
John Aguilar asking what the tournament schedule's looking like around the holidays, because he's going to be in the DFW area.
Man, we got plenty.
We should. I know around New Year's we're thinking about doing a 100K tournament. We'll see when that happens, though. We had a New Year's bang, we called it last year. That was a great one. So
and the website is fantastic about staying up to date with what they're offering here in the near
usually
future.
a month or two in advance.
Keep an eye on it, TexasCardHouse.com. It has a full calendar, and you just kind of click on the calendar, and it tells you which event is which. It's a very friendly, useful tournament calendar there on TexasCardHouse.com.
Yeah, I bet if we asked our tournament director, who's next door right now, he could give us a little insight into maybe what's going on during the holidays at some point tonight.
Brenda taking it down again.
Stay tuned. We'll get you that info, though, folks.
This time it's the walk variety, but she'll take it. 60,000, 120,000. Our blind level here for another 2.5 minutes. Brenda with the big chip lead over there in the 7 seat. Picking on these fellas tonight. Our shorty here, Chris L. in the 8 seat. And he's in the big blind here. Jose going to raise it up under the gun. He probably sees out of the corner of his eye to the right. Picking on that shorty in the big blind. Trying to sneak in there from the under the gun position. But he finds some customers. Xiao Song comes along, just calls in the cutoff with 7s. Brenda will come along with the 9-5 of diamonds in the big blind. We get a flop, 10 deuce 5.
Ooh, Lexi, talk dirty to me. She says, should I order molten lava cake? You absolutely should.
Top pair here for Jose.
Especially as you're healing, mama. Eat what you want, girl.
Middle pair for Brenda. Xiao Song hanging out with pocket 7s still. 425,000 to bet here from Jose. Xiao Song makes the call. Jack of hearts. That's 2-piece top twosies now for Jose. Lexi trying to put the nastiness out there.
725.
Jose continuing a nice showing here at the final table. Got some fans in the chat. If you haven't already shouted out who you're rooting for, let us know of these final 6. Who's your horse? Who do you have winning this thing? Who you rooting for? And By golly.
Man, Kings are out again.
Kings are out again.
The Cowboys are out.
This time.
I did see a TV a while ago. It didn't have any spoilers, but a guy in a red uniform was
walking across
running
a white
around
line.
the field. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Kings raise it up here from Nick. 300,000 to go. Over to the big blind where Jose has sixes.
We did get some news. Look for some updates here shortly for our holiday calendar. We've got
6 in the window, and it's spicy. Queen 6-4 to flop. A good flop here for the Kings, but he is up against middle set.
We'll come back to that, folks. We do have a big hand brewing here. Kings up in flames again for the moment.
Nick has done an amazing job coming back from his Kings cracked earlier in the final table. And now here he is again with Kings on a beautiful flop, and he's in trouble.
Did he get the Mitch Lloyd jinx? Mitch says shit. Right on time, Mitch.
5 of diamonds here the turn.
We don't always do this, but we love you, Mitch. There it is. Oh, no. It's official, folks. Mitch felt the pain. Now how do we get that off the screen? There we go. Love you, Mitch.
All right.
Mitchapalooza.
Jose checks his set of sixes here on the turn. Over to Nick again. 1.58 million in it.
Ooh.
He does go check. And a king of diamonds
God.
on the river, and this is nasty.
The reverse jinx. Mitch knew what he was doing all along, you dirty dog. And poor Jose.
And now we are in a set over set situation. Jose likes this king coming out. He wants to get paid by king, queen, and ace king, but oh no, it's worse.
And we've seen that. I'm kind of perplexed. I don't know what I'm going to do. Look from Nick. We know what he's going to do. Look at Lexi. She did call it too. King on the river would be sick. She called it. Wow, what a fun hand, RJ.
So here we go. The bet 1.1 million from Jose. Nick thinking it over with his I'm about to raise face.
It's hammer time.
He reaches for almost all of them. He's left the little ones behind. He gets an instant call from Jose.
And Jose doesn't have to show the hand, but he is disgusted. He's just going to throw that into the muck.
And now our graphics said that Jose insta-folded, but that is not the case.
Yeah, here it comes catching up.
There we go.
Nick raises to 3 million.
Jose, without a peep, taking that one very well, throws his sixes into the muck.
What a hand, folks. The powers of Mitch Lloyd and Lexi. The reverse jinx and the call. Lexi putting in the call.
81.60.
That river hot as lava.
Where were these folks in the chat when I needed them to put in the call for my Kings?
They weren't here yet.
They weren't here yet. Well, they snoozed, they losed. We still finished 8th, though, folks. We're gonna make another run.
They said Eric will still be there 30 minutes after the stream starts. I know it. I'll be able to check in on him. Nope.
Nope.
He gone.
He gone. And then there were 6, folks. 6 of our finest out of 1,135 entries. Battling it out here, and boy, battle it is. That was a nasty hand. Hand number 51. One that Jose will never forget. Those are the kind of hands that'll sting you. That stinger will stay with you. Xiao Song going to take one down. Very chill hand after that last one. All right, so I'm going to get back to what I was getting after before we had that monster flop there. The tourney schedule kind of up in the air right now for the holidays, so keep in mind we do have the Trailblazer Tour that's going on. That's going to make another stop in December. I believe that one is in the Rio Grande Valley. So we're trying to work around that. We want to make sure our other clubs, get the representation they need, get some folks traveling to those locations to hit some of those big binks in those tournaments.
We talked about trying to make a run to the RGV, Rio Grande Valley. Not so much around holiday time for me, but we need to get down there.
We do, absolutely. Shout out to our friends from the RGV, and shout out to Chris L.
Chris L., our shorty in the 8th seat. He's found a spot here to make the move. He's all in with pocket jacks. King Queen goes in the muck.
Yeah.
All right. 1.4 million here.
One over.
Less than.
One king folded. This looking good so far for Chris.
Less than 10x here for Chris. So jacks an easy all in. Brenda does make the call with that big old stack.
Jack
on the flop, Jack deuce 5.
And he's got the only diamond. He's in great shape here.
Only has to dodge running straight cards, and the Queen of Hearts comes out, and that is spicy. Open-ended now for Brenda.
Oh, my God.
And it's an ace of diamonds. Open-ended gets there, and Brenda will get the knockout in the runner fashion. Woo!
And I don't know why I'm surprised. I played all day yesterday with Brenda, and this is how she ran. I mean, my God, playing good, running good. What a combo.
Needs running cards to make Broadway and finds them, and that will eliminate Chris L. His top set, no good.
Oh.
He will finish
6th place.
In 6th place.
$9,400. Great run for Chris. Great cash player. Plays a lot of cash over at LC. Rocks that 2-5 game and some bigger games. Messes around in a lot of tournaments, has some really nice runs. No stranger to our final table. Great run, Chris. Had a good time sitting next to you yesterday, brother. GG's. Good.
Yeah, Chris, a good player. A good run here, finishing in 6th place, turning that $300 buy-in into $9,400.
Yeah, man, that is just gross. I did see our friend Some Guy in the chat.
Another big hand there for Brenda to build on her already monstrous chip lead. What up, Some Guy? Mitchell A in the chat. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I agree with Mitch, by the way. If Nick would have bet that turn, it could have been worse on Jose with that nasty set over set hand.
My goodness. Well, you think Mama's glad she didn't go to that Cowboys game tonight?
Man.
Because she is putting on a clinic here.
Putting on a clinic, making some money here. We're down to 5 players.
Yeah, I got to text our friend in the chat here, our man Curly. I was telling him, man, while I was watching Brenda play, she was having a day yesterday, and let's just watch in awe right now as it's continued into day 3 and our final table.
Jose going to continue here from the cutoff with his king 3, running a little low, but makes the bet. Hristo hanging around with that ace 5, and he finds a turn card. He's got 2 pair now. Hristo checks it. Jose will bet again. Does pick up a little bit of equity here on the turn, as a 4 will give him a straight. $550,000 to bet here from Jose.
I mean, what a flop. 2 diamonds, top set, and you get run down. Ugh. God bless you, Chris.
$2.3 million out there. Hristo wondering what to do here as SPR getting close to 1-1, and he does rip it. He's all in. 2.2 million, the all in. Yeah, Jose clicking buttons a bit, perhaps. Trying to maneuver this hand and does run into it here as Hristo turns 2 pair.
Mitch, you ain't lying, buddy. He says, I'd rather get punched in the face than lose like that. I'm telling you, it's been a long time since I've been punched in the face, and I felt that one right in the gut, actually. That was like a Mike Tyson to the kidney punch. I might be peeing blood just from watching that the next couple days. Goodness gracious.
Top 2, pardon me, not top 2, but 2 pair here for Hristo. Has ripped it over the bed of Jose. Jose does find the laydown. 1.7 million in profit for Hristo. Well done.
Yeah, folks, RJ and I don't have a ton of room in here in this booth. We've got about 3.5 feet or so between our table set up where we've got the computers and everything and the back wall. And every now and then one of those hands makes us fly back into that wall, and that was one of them. I mean, all you can do is just feel for the guy when something like that happens. But got it in good, flopped great, still feeling good on the turn. Nastiest river you could possibly see.
That's the beauty of tournament poker play. You take a nasty one like that, and you're out. Like, it sends you away.
Yeah.
And it stings, but that's the cool part of it, right?
Well, normally you tell the guys at the table, hey, move on, you know, that hand's over too. We're in the booth and we're still talking about that hand. Goodness.
Shoot, Chris is a fine player. He knows how to handle those beats, and he knows how to stack some chippies. He's on to the next one.
Well, I mean, do we expect anything other than a heart or a 10 on the turn?
Jack,
There's the
Jack,
heart.
Flop. Now we got 2 hearts.
Now we got 10 outs.
10 outs here for the king, queen of hearts.
Which one's coming, RJ, the 10 or the heart? You call it.
A 3. Aw. 3 of spades, the river, but she's going to come out swinging here. Probably not enough to chase off Xiao Song here. And he does make the call with his ace.
Sees that he's the only person that has dodged the wrath of Brenda.
There we go. King, queen of hearts.
Nice hand, Xiao Song.
Missing all those outs. Xiao Song will take it down.
Right. What a great point. Ronnie B reminds us that, you know, doesn't hit his set, he most likely wins. Of course, he's right. You know?
Yep.
All she needed was a king. We saw one of those was already gone.
Yeah, it is always interesting when that happens. You're like, man, if that would have been a 10, I'd been all right.
Yeah.
There we are.
Players got 11-7 locked up.
5-handed.
5-figure club for all these folks.
Somebody gave me a sour airhead. Should we try that on the air?
Try it on the air. I'm not trying that one. It's watermelon flavor. That is not my bag, baby. My family says I'm a terrorist because I don't like watermelon. You think that's right?
I don't think that's the definition of that, but yeah.
Okay.
Close.
Well, I'll take any fruit. I got a fruit sitting next to me in the booth.
Nick under the gun with ace-jack.
Old RJ DePrizzle.
Open it up. 345,000 to go. And guess what? We got kings in the hand.
And what's kings up against, RJ?
Ace-jack.
You don't say.
Man, these cards are not boring tonight, folks. 345,000 the raise from Nick. Jose now with the kings. 800,000. Large, chunky sizing here from Jose. 1/3 of his stack.
The folks in the chat agree with my family. They say I'm not American. And my man Chocolate Thunder, we were talking about
Nick,
you.
ace-jack in the muck. Doesn't want to mess with it. Senses something crazy. Ace-jack's gone out of there.
His ears were burning, and here he is in the chat. Marcus Chocolate Thunder Dickey. It's a little interesting when you say it that way, isn't it? Chocolate Thunder Dickey. That's a tongue twister. Anyway, moving on now. Marcus, I finished in 8th place. one step above my last final table appearance right here at Texas Card House on this stage.
Eric.
So we're moving on up.
Eric throwing words around that puts him in fantasy land for a moment. But he's
Yeah.
back. He's back.
Yeah. RJ knows me well.
All right, Brenda with a king 8 on the button, raising it up. 425,000 to go. This is the 8160 blind level here.
Well, that doesn't check off any boxes, does it, Marcus? You had watermelon tonight?
It is one of the best fruits. I'm with you. Take it down, Brenda. Nobody wants to step up to her heater. She's still hanging out with 14.7 million over there. How many did you say in play earlier?
33 million.
About 33 million. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-handed. She's cooking with about 47% of the chips in play, 5-handed.
Absolutely. If y'all can't tell, RJ and I have a lot of fun together in the booth. We've been doing this, RJ, for a couple years now together. Started out kind of one in the cash streaks, one in the tournaments, and kind of ended up blending together. But we have a lot of fun, and you guys in the chat encourage us to continue doing our thing. So thank you guys for making this so fun. 254 folks
254
are now joining us to see who wins $50,000 tonight.
I wonder if they like us. It'd be cool if they did.
It would.
Suited ace 5 of clubs here for Jose on the button. Bumps it up, 350,000.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Small blind out of there. Xiao Song will come along with the queen 10.
The beautiful and courageous Miss Mallory Kloss has joined us. She also loves watermelon.
I
But I think
watermelon.
she forgives me because I think she loves a little EVL as well, and I love her.
We're not, Lexi. We do not have that planned.
Whenever you jump in the middle, but then when you dodge and move out of the way, that's when we're kissed. Because we're going to both try to kiss you, and when we miss,
Out of control.
When we miss, it'll just be, you know.
Wow, Xiao Song with the aggression here on the turn takes it down with queen high.
We've been wanting to go viral, RJ. Lexi might make that happen.
Yeah. Every time
Taylor's on the other side of the booth going, yeah, I'll watch.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, this is the best offer I've had in a while.
Amen to that.
Brenda going to bump it up. 6-9 of diamonds here. 400,000 to go.
Lady's best friend there. We're talking about the diamonds.
Under the gun now. In decent position as we are 5-handed. Under the gun. Bumps it up. 6-9 of diamonds. I always like when you get to 5-handed. You can start opening it up from under the gun, and everybody kind of still looks at you like you're under the gun. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, that could be a real one.
We're in the 5-figure club now, so we're starting to play around with some of these hands now.
4, 6, 7. Open-ended here for King 5. Brenda with the best of it with her 6-9. Middle pair. 500,000 now the flop, or the bet here on the turn.
There's a lot of rap songs about girls named Brenda, RJ. I bet you and I could come up with a little ditty in tribute to our lovely Brenda.
You've already made me nervous. I don't know.
I think we'd be a lot kinder than those other songs were.
That's true.
Because Brenda, on our table here, is pure class. And I think you and I could come up with a little something.
Brenda, stacks. She's stacking more chippies here.
She puts you in the blender.
Yes, she does. 15.3 million now for Brenda. Okay, now, if I get into this Milky Way for a second, don't mention my name.
Okay. While you're...
As we talk about how much fun we have in this booth, I have put this Milky Way up to my mouth like 3 times. And
then I send it over to you?
Yeah. Like every time.
Brenda's got a baby, Tupac. How about LL Cool J, huh? We'll just leave that one there.
There we go.
Those are a couple of Christian songs I listened to as a child.
Bodacious, Brenda. Love it.
What's going on, Peyton? Glad you're joining us. Now's a good time almost 2 hours in to ask all of our friends in the chat where you are tuning in from. I know we've had some folks that are coming in from a little bit of a distance. Let us know where you're watching from. Always makes us feel cool. We know we got some bros and sisses from different area codes. We had a song about that too.
I got bros.
In different area codes.
I got bros. Nick raising it up. King 7 of diamonds onto the gun.
Mallory tuning in from the city that don't sleep, Las Vegas.
But she's got some
I think
bros.
they say that about New York, but I say that's Vegas, baby. City that don't sleep. Colorado in the house.
It's fair to not sleeping either.
Overbet turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Dallas City, that is, Illinois.
There we go, Eric.
Another Eric
G.
joining us. Another G. And he spells Eric correctly with just a C.
From Dallas City, Illinois. That's
Love it.
awesome.
Farmers Branch in the house. Does that mean you're right out here in the building, Marcus? Are you on table something, rather?
Farmers Branch is awful close.
Sure is. Not a lot of farmers anymore in Farmers Branch.
They say back in the day.
Brenda likes a truck driver every now and then. 10-4, good buddy. Over and out. She's going to take one down. Fort Worth, Texas in the house. Funky town. That's another place we need to get out to, RJ. We're here in the Big D, but we always forget the F-Dub. They got some good restaurants. They got some beautiful women.
I got to make it over there for the first time. Hit up the cool little areas of Fort Worth on my 40th birthday.
Okay. 17 years ago?
Yeah. I barely remember it.
I was going to say, don't forget the time that you and I did go out to Fort Worth with our friend out there in the room, our PLO buddy, Doug Stanton. We got to go to the TCU game.
That's right.
Nail biter, too. Our Frogs didn't win, but that was a fun one against...
Dude, I had a
was
great
that
time.
South Florida? No,
hanging
it
out
was
with you
Central
guys.
Florida. UCF, wasn't it?
Yep.
Last second field goal. But
UCF.
shout out to Doug, my
And
fellow
a
Horned
crazy
Frog.
barn burner of a game. Lucy D in the chat.
All right.
Loves to see the women at the final table.
Well,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
love to see a pretty face in the chat, Lucy D. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, all in from Xiao Song. He has 3-bet ripped it with 7 high over the button bet of Jose. Jose keeps getting these suited aces on the button. This time he bumped it up and got a customer. Xiao Song ripped it with 7 high. And Nelly, we got
daddy.
action.
Guess who doesn't want a 3 anymore?
Look at those outs for Xiao Song. Ace of diamonds. That should.
Oh, another out. Diamonds are now in play.
Diamonds and straight draws, and it's
It's a 3.
Holy cow! And that is a spicy, spicy hand. The 3 of clubs on the river will give Xiao Song a straight, and Jose and his suited ace deuce down in flames.
The wheel is no good for Jose. Great run, Jose. Like I said, got to play with him quite a bit on day 2 as we got near this final table mark. Had a great time playing with him. True gentleman, excellent player. He is going to finish in 5th place and take home $11,710. Great run, Jose. Don't know enough about him to know if he's currently staying here for a while, lives here. If you do in the chat, let us know. We would love to see you on another final
Yeah,
table, though,
Jose
Jose.
had a couple of fans there in the chat.
He sure did.
The
Ricardo.
problem is, I don't know what they were saying sometimes.
No sé nada?
Mi español es muy malo.
Es
muy
poquito, es
malo.
poquito, yeah.
Sí.
See. Well, we're down to 4, folks. These players have a good chunk of change locked up, I think, to the tune of what was it? Let me peek one more time
pull
for
it
you,
up.
folks.
Let's
I think
check.
it was $15K.
15,470 now. We're getting into the
Getting into that Honda Civic
Woo,
range,
getting
right?
into
RJ
the-
will sell his car
Shoot.
right now for
Yes.
15.4, folks.
I'll give you 5,000 back.
Heck of a deal. Heck of a deal. Find him on the socials, The Duke Show, RJ DePrizzle. He's looking to get about 10K and a Vespa for a trade-in.
I think that was my first ever car commercial right there. That was great.
You and I could be like Harry and Lloyd, rolling down the highway. Anytime I need to come up here to TCH and you're dealing, I'll
That's
just I'll just hop on the back, say, let it rip, Harry.
Tony mentioning that it's the 6-7.
6-7.
We're all juggling here.
Nick, my man, no stranger to the final table, is loving these ladder ups.
Xiao Song juggling those chips over there.
He has no fear anywhere in that man.
Jack 6 clubs on a button, bumps it up.
Streamlabs reminding you, if you want to play on TCH Live in Dallas on Tuesday nights, that's our normal cash game night here. We will be back tomorrow night. A little something different tomorrow. We got our Big O game. Greg Vale, the pro and the book writer and content creator for Big O, is going to be on again, as we've got a 5-card high-low stream. That is one way you can get on our live stream. The other is to contact the lovely lady who will answer her phone and her Instagram, even in Las Vegas, the lovely Miss Mallory. Mallory Poker on Instagram. Contact her if you'd like to play in a cash stream in Dallas Tuesday nights.
I had an app one time where you could QR code to get a hold of me, but we're not allowed to talk about that.
Yeah. Onlystands.com.
Feetonly.com.
I hope you wax those things. They're looking kind of hairy these days.
Brenda V taking it down. Toenails are perfect.
Well, dadgummit, Lexi, we would have loved to see you play tomorrow night. Sorry that
Yeah, I thought I saw that.
you're a little unwell, but we know through these good vibes we're sending you right now, you're going to get well in no time, and we will see you again.
Look at
Mama.
these vibes right now coming in from Brenda. 7 deuce suited on the button. It's the hammer.
Lava cake to the rescue for Lexi.
She's using it.
Xiao Song says, I got a suited semi-connector. Let's go.
Jack 8 of diamonds taking on 7 deuce of hearts. Who says we're playing for heaps up top? 50,000 to the winner tonight. Playing to win. Jack 8 landing bottom pair and a gut shot.
He's like, I hit a pair. You think I'm folding? He'd call even without that, Jack.
Ace of clubs here. Spicy if Brenda continues, but does not.
All clubs, but it is trip 8s.
Wow, and
This
now
is a
she's reaching.
Tough guy to bluff. That's not going to be big enough, I don't think. Is it, RJ?
200. Pardon me, 2 of the green chips. 1.1 million to bet here into 2 million.
Not big enough.
And not big enough. Xiao Song will make the call. It would have been big enough had he not had trip 8s, but he does have trip 8s, so he'll look this one up and take it down.
I will tell you, Xiao Song now twice has done what I failed to do when I was at a table with Lexi almost, with Brenda yesterday.
Yep.
She got some big old bluffs through against me. Didn't get to see them, but I was pretty sure she was full of it, but I just didn't have the gumption, or the stones, they call them.
Well, we've got to see him call her down twice, and both times he hit a river that was pretty beneficial to his hand.
Either way, 4 clubs, kind of scary there. Makes the call anyway with trip 8s.
Yeah, really well played by both players there. Brenda still in the chip lead, 13.3 million. Xiao Song creeping up on her, though.
And using that big stack. It's not as big as it once was, but it's still almost 13 million.
Yeah, and early in this final table, she got up to 11.5 or so and then dwindled back down and then turned the heat back on.
High point was, what, 15.8 there? Yeah, I believe she had almost 16 million.
I think that's right on.
Well, it looks like that is going to do it for the lovely Miss Dina. She put in her 2 hours, did a fine job. I love her to death. She gave me kings, gave me some hope.
She brought some heat with her today.
Yeah, she sure did.
The cards have not been boring. We're down to 4 players here at the final table. Texas Card House Dallas.
And who is our new friend there in the box? You want to do the introduction, RJ? That's our friend. Okay.
That is our friend.
Mary.
Miss Mary.
Mary, Mary.
Bringing in the closer, the legendary Mary.
The closer.
Our favorite.
Our favorite little baker.
Oh,
man.
She's hooked me up with some goods now.
Who needs Debbie when you got Mary? She's got the best snacks, baby.
Where's Lizard? That's a good question. Well, he finished in 10th place in this tournament. He was our final table bubble boy.
And you know what? It was a wild hand, too. And I bet you can guess who it was that knocked him out.
He did join us earlier in the chat. I'm going to guess Brenda.
Absolutely. Brenda had aces. Lizard had a king-high flush draw on the flop. They got it in for heaps.
I think if this was a bounty, Brenda would already have Honda Civic money locked up.
Absolutely.
She's been busting some folks now.
Got a raise, an exposed card, and now it's on Hristo with the AK.
The final table bubble boy, yeah.
Yep.
Brenda did knock him out in 10th place, so he had a pretty nice showing, but was disappointed to not make it to our stream again. But Nick raises it up with that king 10 of clubs, and Hristo will rip it 3.1 million, and that'll take it down.
Yeah, good old quick disciplined fold for our man Nick there, and Hristo will say, thank you, I'll take one. We don't always need to see a flop with the old AK. Yeah, I do have to give my man Glenn a shout out. He was very complimentary. We played at the same table for a while.
Glenn
and
is great.
He saw me spin it up, and he said, man, you're doing great. I mean, I get to watch him on so many final tables, so when a player like that, of that caliber, tells me that I was doing good and playing good and running it up, man, that feels good. So
he's an old baseball guy.
He is.
Yep. He and I have shared some baseball stories, and we've battled it out on the felt. He's fun to battle with. Austin finished tonight in 9th place. He's fun to battle with. We've had some good ones.
Chris.
I haven't played a ton.
We had 2 Chris's on the table, and they're both fun to battle with. So great final table. Like we said, Lizard just came up 1 spot shy, but we know we'll see him again. If 7 deuce is good enough for a raise, you might think the jack 10 is, but a little different spot here in the small blind. Brenda's just going to call the open from Xiao Song.
And we got a real hand in the big blind, so we'll see what Nick wants to do with his ace-queen. He will 3-bet. 1.8 million to 3-bet here. Pretty near pot size.
GR Speakmoss says he's known Mr. G Money, Mr. Glenn, since high school.
Man, I didn't know they had high schools back then. Well, at least for Lizard anyway.
All right, Brenda making a disciplined fold. Wanted to see a flop. You always do with the pretty jack 10 suited. Nick is going to take that one down, though.
Well done, Nick.
Reminder right now going on in Austin at our newest club, TCH Social, the beautiful new club. They've got the Poker Atlas Tour going on. Started last week. It's going on until November 11th. Great opportunities for a big bankroll buster. Get in there and fire.
That's what I do, is bust my bankroll.
And right as that sucker's ending, the Trailblazer
You're supposed to build it.
Season 2, Stop 2 is going to be in Spring, Texas. So get your gambling pants on, folks. It is tournament season year-round, though, at Texas Card House.
All right, Brenda on the button. King 8 of clubs, worthy of a raise. 450,000, puts a little extra heat on that. 160,000 is the big blind here.
That's the LL Cool J song. Brenda's gonna raise her butt. I know what told you I'd be true.
Xiao Song.
Brenda gonna raise her butt.
Recognizing that Brenda's opening a lot, puts the heat on this bet. In return, 2 million, the 3-bet from Xiao Song, and he will take it down.
He's won more pots today and yesterday with hands like that right there than anyone I've seen. And look at him stacking right back up. After he tried to give some of those chips away earlier in that 3-way hand where Chris was all in, looked like he was just going to bleed off chips and maybe go on full punt mode.
And honestly, he's done the most with
the least.
With the least. His holdings have been squadouche over there. Of course, this the 6-7 making a straight to eliminate a player is a big deal. But other than that, I mean, he's not letting these orbits get expensive on him, courtesy of these 3 bets that are taking down some chips.
Very aggressive. And now he does wake up with a real daddy hand.
And being aggressive actually helps you when you have a hand like this, because it looks like you might be getting out of line with Jack Deuce or something. And
Absolutely.
Next thing you know, it's big slick.
Hristo remembers seeing the man across the table getting knocked out by a 6-7 rip.
Yeah, a little bit of marketing for your good hands. And now we go to a flop. Jack Deuce 8. That's top 2 for Hristo.
Do you do anything but check back there? Of course not.
Big slick running a little thin here, but we do get a queen on the turn.
Right row, little equity.
Xiao Song looks away here as this board just downright stinks for him.
Yeah, you got to start putting a little something in there if you're Hristo, and definitely coming along here for that price, $375.
3 of diamonds, no help for Big Slick. Jack 8 looking good with the 2-piece. Xiao Song checks here, and Hristo goes for $1.2 million into that pot of about 1.8. Xiao Song pondering the call with ace king high, or possibly the ship maneuver, as Hristo does have that stack size where if he doesn't have anything great, he may have to fold. But Xiao Song does rip it. All in for Xiao Song, and Hristo now thinking about it here with his 2 pairs. Hristo, 1.61 million behind, 5.8 million in it. He's got Jack 8. Does he make the call? Sick move here from Xiao Song. Putting the heat on Hristo. And Hristo folds. Jack 8, 2 pair in the muck. Xiao Song gets this one through with the ace king high. Check raise for all the chippies on the river. What a hand. Peyton in the chat saying this is why poker is great, and that was a nasty, nasty all in, and it gets it done. That's going to leave Hristo, our shorty now, 1.6 million, right at 10 blinds here. Ay, ay, ay. All right, that puts Xiao Song up above 13 million now, gaining the chip lead over Brenda. She's just a little bit below 13 million, I believe. King Deuce 5 the flop here. No help for our small blind and big blind battle. Both players with a 6 picking up the gut shot. And Jack high going to be best over 10 high if we go check, check. We do go check, check. Hristo will take it down. All right, and it looks like the players have reached a break here. So blinds 80,000, 160,000 have come and gone, and we've made it to break time. See that clock right there in front of our dealer? About a 7-minute break. A little over 6 minutes remaining in the break. We're going to get rid of those white chips as they're only worth 5,000, so who needs those at this point?
Are they doing a little brizzy break here?
A little brizzy break with the color up.
Right when I just took a break and I come back and they're on break. Well, we're going to fire off a little something, something real quick. I think we might have a little advertisement here. Let's see what we got. Is that old? No, Trailblazer 2 dates announced. We'll see if this is old.
Just for you.
The Trailblazer Poker Tour is back for Season 2. With over $2 million guaranteed of this stock, it all kicks off in Dallas and Las Colinas. Top 100 players in the Trailblazer Season 2 leaderboard will qualify for the $100,000.
Yeah, that's what we thought. That
Way
was,
to
that
go,
was,
Eric.
that was
I
the
knew
old
that.
video. But, boom,
You might as well try the other one now.
we can put it up, though, because right after the Poker Atlas Tour is done in Austin, bingo, bango, Trailblazer Poker Tour Season 2, Stop 2,
Bingo, bango.
is in Spring, Texas, just north of Houston, November the 10th through the 24th, and over 1.1 million in guarantees. Scan that QR code for details, or do that whole www.internets thing and find out for yourself. But great opportunity for some nice tournament scores down there at the Spring location, right off of I-45. It's awesome, awesome location.
Got to go down there and bust up my man MJ. Say hello to him.
Rut-row.
You know, he's been stacking some chippies there at the Spring room.
Yeah, and our man Aaron Money McAvoy, our co-commentator, normally with us on Tuesday nights. I know he's firing at some of these events, probably at the Poker Atlas Tour right now in Austin. Main event coming up here, I'm sure, at the end of this coming week. Or, yeah, it should be the end of next week, right? November 11th is when that ends. So the main event will be rocking and rolling, and somebody will be winning, I'm sure, a big old chunk of change. So make your way down there to that beautiful club in Austin.
November, huh?
Yeah.
I thought it was still February of 2012.
No, sir. Well, we're going to come back. We're going to give a little shout-out to our man John Kelsey, their tournament director.
Yeah,
doing
buddy.
the color up. Great job. He had big shoes to fill when he took on this role, and he is filling them just fine.
Crushing.
Great job, Mr. John. But when we come back, folks, we have got 4 players, $15,470 locked up, $20,350 for third place, $30,165, and the big score that everybody, including myself when I started this final table tonight, was fighting for is that $50,000 up top. And I don't know how many bullets these folks fired, but if they fired 6 of them, it's a hell of a ROI, right? I mean, $300 buy-in. I don't care how many times you buy in, fellas and ladies. $50,000. Goodness gracious.
A lot of cheese to play for here down the stretch. Look at those pay jumps. Got a 5,000, a 10,000, and a 20,000 pay jump. Yeah, Hristo in a tough spot there. It looks like chat chiming in on that hand just a couple of moments ago.
Michael Tilton joining us. Another friend of ours from outside of the great state of Texas. Shout out to all our folks who've been tuning in all night long. From a little distance down the road. We had a blast during this.
We're still having a blast.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat if you have any questions about anything that's upcoming, or if you've not played at Texas Card House, you have any questions for RJ and I.
305, Miami.
You want to talk a little shop, talk a little fantasy football, whatever's on your mind. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're drinking.
So I was trying to stay away from the Cowboys updates, but
I can't help it.
I walked through the room a while ago, and I did see a highlight of somebody in red just running straight down the field. And
Yeah.
The people in white were trying to like grab his flag or something, but they couldn't.
Yeah, those guys in white. Yeah,
They wasn't looking good.
They pull at flags and they miss a lot. They grab the towel right out of the guy's pocket, falls to the ground, and the guy usually scores. And I heard how great our offense is at home, and tonight, not so much. Just like those Cowboys that I was holding in my hand, and Nick's hand as well, weren't too great tonight.
Yeah, Cowboys having a rough night.
They sure as hell are, dadgummit. But that's okay, because Jerry promised us tomorrow we'd find out about some ginormous trade. So we'll be 3-6 and just all excited.
Yeah, we'll be 3-6 looking for draft picks type of trade.
Insane. My fantasy football team pooed the scrooch this week, crapped the bed. Told you I'm changing the name to the Amanda Turds. That's
Dallas.
what they do. They crap the bed. Dallas 27-7. They are 27-17 losing.
Yeah, they're trying to get back in it here in the fourth quarter.
Too little, too late. Let's pad those stats.
CD's had a decent enough night just to wreck Guacamole State, one of my fantasy teams. Guacamole State going down in flames. Southside Motorboat's looking good, though.
Well, like I said, my team, the Wizard Sleeves, they're not doing so hot. Might have to change that name.
There you go. Some fantasy football name entertainment for you.
Yeah. You got any clever fantasy football names out there?
Feel free. Any that can compete with the Wizard Sleeves and the Southside Motorboats?
Yeah. We may not read them out. You know, we're trying to get canceled every now and then over here, but we may not read them out. But let us know what your fantasy team name is. There's some funny ones out there.
If it's legible at this point.
And it better not be Show Me Your TDs, because everybody has that
Oh,
one.
my
Everybody's
God.
got that one, okay?
So lame.
Peyton, there's a little thing called money that businesses have to make. So that's where that math comes in. There's always a fee for tournaments. You don't pay for time when you're playing in any of the poker rooms. Instead, they charge a fee, and that goes to the folks in the room. That's how we keep the lights on in here. Pretty standard. There's usually a percentage or number that all clubs, including all the Vegas casinos, World Series of Poker, they take a fee out of all that. GWD, no. The answer is no, unless you are a foreign national. Joshua Bart's joining from close to the Austin area, Georgetown.
What's up, Joshua?
Sorry about the wake that you had, but glad you had a little reunion with family. You know, sometimes tragedy bringing folks together is a good thing. But we're back in action. Mary's already got an all-in. Let me get this dadgum thing off the screen. We'll get back to the action.
We're back. Let's
Players
go.
just sat down.
Hand 74. They're coming in swinging. They're ready. Let's go. Hristo. He's got the button here, first hand after the break.
Mary dealt that
And he's
hand.
got big
Oof.
slick.
There we go. Hristo, we almost missed your hand, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Joshua, reminding folks, help us out.
I'm a shorty.
We always ask that you smash the like
That's right.
button and hit subscribe if you're enjoying it. But another thing you can always do is just share it with a friend. If you've got a poker buddy that likes watching tournament streams and cash streams, share him the TCH Live link, not just for us, but for our folks in our other clubs, because we do stream at all of our other locations. Hristo back-to-back.
Boom. Do it again. Let's go. All in. 2.2 million this time.
Gets it through again.
Ace-Jack downgraded just a smidge, but still no problem.
He's short, and he says, I need a double up. I'm looking at that big pay jump. Yeah, you're responsible for paying Uncle Sam when you bink a big one. And I know, like many folks, I'm not a big fan. I had to fill out some silly form tonight, too, for my 8th place finish. Not real happy about that.
No say nada.
Find me a good CPA, folks. Because according to me, I lost it on the way to the parking lot. (10-8) and 8-3. Both players landing an 8.
King 7-8 the flop.
Oh, the 10 ball. What we don't want to see on the river for Hristo is a 3. And it's another 8.
Another
even
8
worse.
would not be great.
This could get spicy. He is short, and he's got trip 8s. Oh, this is nasty. We have seen some coolers tonight. Didn't stop with Dina. Mary doing her best to end this thing tonight.
And he is all in. Hristo does rip it all in with the 8-3, and he gets insta-called from Xiao Song.
The Count of Monte Hristo is out. Our Bulgarian friend, what a run.
Sweet run, Hristo.
He's going to be taking a good chunk of change, though, back with him to Bulgaria when he goes back home. He is going to be our 4th place finisher. RJ, what's he winning?
$15,470. A sweet prize for Hristo. 4th place out of 1,135 entries. Well done, brother.
Well, let's just hope he splashes around a little bit more on those 1-2 tables before he goes home. Keep a little bit of that something in the poker community.
He'll be around. He'll be around.
He absolutely will.
The problem is he stacks more chips than he gives away. I can promise you that.
He sure as hell does. Fun guy to play with. All right, Xiao Song now doing some of the heavy lifting, knocking folks out. On the button, going to raise it up with a king-jack of clubs. Brenda got a bigger jack, the ace-jack.
Battle of the big jacks. Oh, my.
3-bet with a real premium 3-handed.
Xiao Song will 4-bet here, and it's a big one. Things getting interesting here.
Ooh, she's going to show
Ooh,
it.
and ace-jack goes in the muck with a show.
Yeah.
So you know that feels good for Xiao Song.
Let me tell you, that's a little flashback for me because when we were down to 10 players, I tried a little big sizing open when I had about 1.3 million. Brenda ripped it on me. I had ace-jack. I folded. I showed it. She showed me ace-jack. So if you're wondering how I ended up with only 10 big blinds when I made the final table, because Brenda owned me in that moment. She gets a little ownage right there, though, from Xiao Song. King-jack, getting her to fold the better hand. Nick got Brenda more than dominated here. He's got 2 of the 9s. She's just got the 9-4.
All right, Nick not wasting time here. He's ripped it, 5.6 million. All in with his pocket 9s. So Brenda splashing around there, open it up with that 9-4 of hearts. She'll let that go. So now Xiao Song with the commanding chip lead, 18.2 million for him. Brenda with 9.2 million still. Nick with 6.3 million. And Brenda on the button with ace queen this time. Man, cards have not been boring tonight. 500,000 here, the race.
Yeah, and often when you get down to 3-handed, you really struggle to see flops sometimes, and we're getting right after it.
Xiao Song with his hand of the evening, the 6-7. 10-3-5, the flop here. Brenda bet 600,000.
Snap call, which should slow her down a little bit.
3 of clubs to turn.
Check, check. Opens the door.
Yeah, these players playing very fast. Looks like Xiao Song already checks. We'll go to a showdown here. And the 7 of spades hits the river.
Yeah.
Xiao Song has a pair now.
I do like that check back from her, though. Her ace high does have a lot of showdown value. Obviously, there's a lot that hits there. She just decides, I'm not going to bluff here against the chip leader and give away more chips. So, well played there. Slowed it down against a player that's been really playing a lot of wild hands tonight and saves herself some chips.
She's seen some pretty good hands here. 3 and 4 handed. She's got to feel like she's leaking here, but still plenty of chips at 8.1 million. Blinds are 100,000, 200,000, so that's 5 blinds per million. She still has about 40 blinds in her stack. But we are 3-handed, so that is one quick lap of the button. You're either in the big blind, small blind, or the button every hand. Brenda does get a walk there in the big blind. Doesn't have to mess with the 7 triz.
So there we go. 19.3, 8.2, and Nick was 6.2.
Nick, fantastic job as usual over there. On the grind, on the bill, just hanging around. He's still got 6 million in his stack.
Yeah, just shy of 34 million in chips in play. Xiao Song has over half of that. Gotta feel good when you got that many chips and you're down to just 3 players. You can do things like what he's doing right here. Raising it up with Jack 8 on the button.
Nick says there's a little smear on a card that he's not fond of. Queen 7-8, 2 spades. Xiao Song again out flopping Brenda here.
Brenda having to change gears a little bit. When you're running as good and playing as good as she did the last couple days, you are going to hit those little snags where the game stops, and you gotta kind of adjust.
Well, it should be a fun setup here if they both continue. I mean, they've bluffed each other. They've made hands against each other. It's been a heck of a line here tonight to keep an eye on.
It really has. Mary's going to do her thing and change decks since we had maybe a little something wrong with one of those cards. $20, $30, and $50. Don't think these players are going to be angry with any of those prizes off a $300 buy-in.
That is still $100,000 in this prize pool that these 3 players.
They could do that C word thing right now if they wanted to. But
nah.
Xiao Song has way too many chippies to even sniff that word. Right on time for our man Lego to join us. We don't show hands.
There's the lovely Tay-Tay making an appearance, coming out.
We don't chop.
Going to grab those cards.
You play to win the game.
That's right. Xiao Song bumps this one up. I would be very surprised if Xiao Song doesn't turn it up even more frequency-wise than he has been, because he's been very active with the chips, but he hasn't been doing it a ton frequently, right?
Well,
now we're 3-handed, and he's going to crank it up.
And he's at 2/3 of the chips on this table here.
You're going to see him.
Did they teach you what that means in Oklahoma? 2/3? What's that percentage?
Carry to one. 66.6666.
Yeah.
500,000 here, the bet from Nick.
Just shy of that. He's feeling good over there with 20 million plus.
Coming up on 70%. 3-3-5 to flop. 2 spades, 1 club. Nick landing the 5 here. Nick on the right of Xiao Song. He probably can feel that as well, that Xiao Song is ready to turn it up. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on Nick. He's going to have to
give us a spicy turn card.
When he comes in, he's going to have to come in for opens as well.
And Spice rolls right off. Open ender now for Brenda. 2 pair. King kicking for Nick.
Yeah, deuce or 6. Deuce or 7 could
Hello,
be a miss,
deuce.
and that's a deuce. Deuce of clubs. Brenda's got a straight.
And immediately leads out
Wasting
for
no
1.6 milli.
She says, man, it's been a minute since I made a hand. I'm betting.
Nick hates that card. Everything about it. And lets it go.
Just says that card is too ugly. I'm out of here. Nick takes the train. Nice pot there for Brenda. Back up over 9 million.
We always giggle when that deuce of clubs hits a river because it's usually a card that just ain't relevant, but this time, real relevant.
Makes a little something, something.
Getting Brenda back up to 9 million.
So I tried my sour watermelon candy, and you'll be happy to know it wasn't sour at all. Like false advertising. So that's good. So I did not like shake my leg like a puppy dog scratching my belly. Which I kind of do that on my own anyway, just without the sour heads.
How often do you win football games, RJ, when you lose the turnover battle? Not often, huh?
Not very often.
Yep. Seems like a little relevant stat tonight, right here in the DF dub. We're playing poker, though. We ain't worried about those fools playing over in Arlington. No need to get upset with those suckers when we're watching
You sound
three
upset.
of our friends play for some big money here.
Holy smokes.
Told you, Brenda had 2 tickets to the Cowboys game tonight. She's going to sit here and try to play for $50K instead. She's already got $20,000 locked up. I bet she's happy.
Good decision, girl.
She decided to forfeit that to stick around for day 3 in a final table.
900,000 the open here with pocket 4s.
Whoa, okay, we haven't seen Xiao Song's hand yet. There it is.
Oh my goodness, it's a big one.
Aces versus the fake aces.
So 2.1 million was the size of the 3-bet from Xiao Song. Brenda immediately calls. We go to a flop. Man, look how fast these two play. Wasting no time.
Easy.
Ace of clubs here. Top city Magetti for Xiao Song. Check, check again.
Easy getaway for her because every card is going to be over 4s.
4s have nothing going.
Puts out a big bet with a little authority. Starting to feel himself over there.
He says, here, let's just end this one. And it does.
Isn't that what the girls on Instagram say? I'm feeling myself when they like post a picture with their new makeup, but somehow it shows other things that
I think
have
that
nothing to do with the makeup.
I think that was your Instagram.
Was it
the other
mine?
day? Yeah, you were feeling yourself.
When I was dressed up
I
as
saw
Jeffrey
that.
Dahmer?
Yes.
Yeah.
In your little short shorts.
Yeah, you like those short shorts,
Yeah.
didn't you? Sexy white legs don't come out very often, but when they do, hide your
Yeah.
wives.
Every Halloween, EVL's filling himself in his short shorts.
It brings out the laughs. Sometimes it brings the boys to the yard, and I have to run, but that's okay.
They're down to 38
Shout
in
out to
the
Butcher.
Monday rebuy. 38 remaining of the 50 entries.
Fantastic. Brenda going to win a little hand there.
Shoot, last place last week in that particular tournament, second place was over $2,000. I mean, it's the greatest rebuy tournament in all the land.
What place? Last place?
Second.
Oh.
I don't know what I said, but I meant to say second.
Oh, is this where you remind us that you got second?
No, I'm just saying that it's a good payout.
Yeah, RJ finished second in the tournament, everybody. He just wanted you to know.
Yeah, I had more chips than you
Yeah.
did. No.
Shout out to RJ.
Yeah, it was a fun little run,
Almost
though.
got you another little coin, didn't you?
Dude, I didn't even think about the coin until it was over, too, and I could hear you in my brain. Oh, my goodness, look at this mess. 3,
What?
10, the flop.
Mary's ready to go home. She's like, let's end this. I'm going to put 2 3s on the flop.
9 of clubs on the turn here. That brings out clubs. Could slow it down just a bit, but not really.
We ain't going nowhere. We don't believe anybody's got a flush when we've got trips this
400,000 to bet here from Nick.
this far in.
Brenda just calls.
Both players looking for a safe non-club river.
Deuce.
What a deuce.
There's that spicy, non-spicy deuce. Brick as can be here.
And he's probably going to bet enough to almost commit himself.
There you go. So Brenda does go with the all-in very quickly. Check raise.
He's disgusted, but he makes the call.
Nick knows he's got a call, and Brenda's going to find the good news. Queen 3 gets the elimination here.
Picks up the San Francisco Waiter and gets the knockout.
And our man, Nick, an incredible run tonight at this final table. Another incredible run for him in particular, even in this tournament. He will finish in third place. $20,350 for Mr. Nick.
Awesome run, Nick. Great player. Plays aggressive. No fear. Ran into a couple of 6 spots. The nasty getting his kings cracked just a few hands after I got my kings cracked tonight.
Yeah.
But great run, Nick. And $20,350 is what he gets to leave here with tonight. Great run, buddy.
$20,350.
And then there were 2. We got 30,000 locked up.
The 2. Now, these are the 2 that have just been
Heavyweights.
Crushing people ever since about, 5 p.m. yesterday. So it is no surprise to anyone that was still around in day 2 yesterday evening that these 2, Xiao Song and Brenda, have made it to the heads-up battle.
Yeah. And I got to remind folks that heavyweights is a boxing term. By no means am I, like Brenda, sorry if you're not familiar, but heavyweights, boxing term. We would never say such things about
Chip
lovely
Weiss.
Brenda.
Now, it's going to be hard to commentate as these 2, check and bet instantly. There's,
Ace high just happens to be the nuts here.
There's very little tinking or thinking.
And let's just ship more chips over to Xiao Song. Brenda, a lot of fans in the chat. Our friend Curly, that was a horse he picked early to win this race. She's got her work cut out for her. She started out as one of our chip leaders.
If we have almost the same, you want to say?
If they have the same, they said. But he clearly says, right now, we do not have the same. I've got you over 2-1.
Yeah, it sounds like that's kind of what
That's a fair deal to start maybe talking about that when you get to that point. But he said, we ain't there yet, mama. Uphill battle.
Both players holding a 9 here. Queen, Jack 3. Brenda got the best of it. Top pair.
How great is that, Michael? 30K locked up. Brenda flops top pair and takes it down.
Lego's saying both these players were in his flight.
The Flight of the Navigator. Remember that movie?
No.
Oh, yeah, you guys didn't have Blockbuster in Oklahoma.
No. I forgot to rewind one time, and I never got to watch another movie.
Curly says he and the horse are on their way, making that final lap. They're going to take this thing down. He's keeping hope alive for the lovely Miss Brenda. Mentioned how much I got to play with her yesterday and just respected the game and the gamble that she has as well. Didn't get to play with Xiao Song, but I heard everybody that did get in his way yesterday as they mumbled on their way out. Glad I wasn't on his.
400.
Yeah, that's right, Michael.
600 down. 600.
Greatness.
No, she raised it to 400.
All right, I think they're a bit of a...
Sorry?
I think there's a mini race.
Mini raise, he says.
600. You raised me.
Yeah.
6.
There we go.
There we go. We had
Raise and a re-raise. There
yeah,
we go.
raise on the button. And
Min click and a min click back.
That's right. That's exactly what just happened, and it confuses everybody.
It does. Like, what just happened?
Ace, 9, 4, 2 diamonds. Nobody landing anything here after the min raise.
Queen high still looking great.
Ace on the river. Queen high still with the best of it. We do go check. Queen high takes it down. So after the min raise start, they were very friendly after the flop. So Brenda now over 11 million.
Blinds at 100, 200, 200. We are at the 2 hours.
That's near 2-1.
And 45-minute mark. 253 fine folks tuning in for the battle between Big Stack Brenda and Xiao Song.
I'm no mathematician, but 22 to 11, that's about 2-1.
They did good there in Oklahoma.
6.
Xiao Song, A7, opens up to the full 600,000 this time. Let's go to a flop. Brenda makes a call with queen 5. King Jack 5, the flop. Brenda landing bottom pair with the best of it here. 10 of diamonds on the turn. Brenda also holding the queen of diamonds.
600.
I do like the bet.
Yes,
Xiao want to make the call with ace high. Doesn't. Well done, Brenda.
so these two showing that they're able to open it up pre-flop. Not a ton of action here after the flop heads up.
Key card there, though, the queen of diamonds.
You betcha.
Position, bets it, gets a fold. And she's going to have to do that if she wants to keep chipping away at our man in the paisley, Xiao Song. I just was poking back at the Cowboys game to see what happened. Now, you know, I'm sure it was the right tackle there, Terrence Steele, letting 38-year-old or 48-year-old Calais Campbell get a sack. Good gravy. What are we doing here, folks?
Calais Campbell is no joke, my friend.
Thank God for poker.
Suited canooters everywhere.
I'd have no hair left.
Xiao Song, 3 bets here to 800,000. Holy cow!
Now this is
We've
gross.
got a mess on our hands.
Check, check, and 10-7. Hello,
10-7
Brenda.
with the check mark. Xiao Song is loving his hand here. After 3 betting with 7-8, we get this flop, 7-7-4. Brenda fills up on the turn because she's holding 10-7.
You're in position.
See if she tries to get money in this pot already or not.
Yeah, a little min click there would be interesting, but she does just go with the call. Definitely wants him to keep firing on the river.
Oh, no.
Can't
the
put
10
her on a
of
10.
hearts is silly here because now she has to value bet it to try to get money instead of just absolutely Crushville.
And they both check the flop, right?
They both check the flop.
He plays it safe. So that is a spot results-oriented, right, where a min click on that turn would have got her, no doubt, probably a full double.
Yeah.
And completely changes the tournament. Can't fault her, though, for just making the call.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
heads up.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to
And
trap.
You're definitely not expecting a 10 on the river.
Right? I mean, can you imagine thinking about how we're going to call that a bad river? That's a bad river for her.
Terrible river.
Goodness gracious.
That does bump her up $15.4 million.
And looky that. We're a little closer to what we talked about.
Looky that. 15.4 here for Brenda. 18.3 Xiao Song. Xiao Song limping is pimping this time. Just calls 200,000. Brenda says no, no, no. We're bumping it up. 700,000 to go. 3, 6, 10. Xiao Song middle pair. Hit something, say something, takes it down.
Michael Tilton said, girl power, activate.
Right? The girl power has been strong with Miss Brenda.
I tell you what, she's had plenty of power since yesterday. Didn't get to see how she ran on her day 1 flight, but boy, did I see her playing on day 2. And the craziest hand that I witnessed in this whole thing was her ripping on a guy with pocket jacks. The opponent had aces. She flopped a jack. He turned the nut flush. She rivered quads and eliminated that sucker.
Pair the board. Oh, quads, that'll do.
That one went wow-wo, wee-wo all around the room.
Yeah.
It was a spicy one. That was probably the most memorable hand from day 2.
Well, she has turned that hand into some real chili now. We're playing heads up here. $30,000 locked up, $50K up top.
Definitely hurt for that player, but I'm sure he's okay seeing that his chips went to good work on this final table. She's going to get a good chunk of change whether she finishes in second or first.
Yeah, that time Xiao Song limps with the suited ace-5, possibly with intentions on that one. And ace-5, 7 the flop. Pretty good flop for ace-5. Brenda, nothing working. She's out of there.
Chips are going into the middle heads up. That's a good thing for us. We've seen some real paint dryers heads up before.
We have indeed. So, yeah,
Looks like these players are going to splash.
At least these two are pre-flop getting it in there. So we stand a chance of seeing the collision at any time. Speaking of, Brenda on the button with ace queen. She's taking her glasses off for this. Xiao Song, suited connectors, 4-5 of diamonds, and we get a flop. 5-7-8. 5 lands. 7 of spades here. Looks like a bet on the turn, a bet and a call. 6 of diamonds on the river. Xiao Song now with a straight. Best pair, best straight, he wins.
Question of the night is coming in from Michael Tilton. Chili, because it is chili season. Chili with or without beans.
Starting this weekend, it'll be chili season officially.
I am all about team no beans. Get them beans out my chili.
I like them both, man.
Nope. I want it meaty and cheesy. Taylor looking at me, waiting to see where I went with that next.
I'm a homeless 40-something-year-old single guy. If you bring me food, I'll eat it.
Yeah, I mean, Mama taught this poor white boy we don't turn down free food, okay? But if I can pick, I'd rather not.
I really have found
have the beans in there.
I have found some with beans that I really liked, and I found some without beans that I really liked. So I don't know, man. Michael,
give me some cheese and some Fritos.
That's the question that tears me up eternally.
I don't want to. I don't want to have to figure out if that thing I'm chewing on is bean or meat. I want meat, baby. Full carnivore.
What'd you say? You don't know what you're chewing on, if it's a bean or meat?
Yeah. Sarah Wren's making 3 types of chili.
That's a problem. Ace Queen 4.
Ooh. Yeah, but you're from Louisiana. They do things with weird stuff. It's probably possum chili, isn't he? Anyway, isn't it? Louisiana possum. Or nutria.
Yeah, I need some of that Louisiana food. Sarah knows.
I think they make their chili with nutria, river rats.
Okay, bring it on.
So you got to put 3 types of beans in it just to kill the taste. Just kidding, Sarah. I've heard you are a hell of a cook.
Well, yeah.
And homemade cornbread on the side, Mama. Feed us. Prove Eric and RJ wrong that your chili is superior.
I had a roommate,
we will try some.
I had a roommate in Norman that, man, he cooked up a chili that was absolutely silly. Woo, silly chili. All right, Xiao Song. Ace, queen, and a button. Brenda has lost the glasses. Now she's taking off the hoodie.
We don't know if that's Drew Pearson or Des Bryant or Michael Irvin or CeeDee Lamb.
Ace, Jack 4 here. Nothing cooking for the 6-9. Xiao Song lands ace, queen.
She is showing her support for her team, and God bless her.
She was ready tonight. She was ready for game night.
America's team and Mexico's team. Although the Raiders and the Cardinals do have a good following down there in Mexico as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you better believe that star still #1 down there in Mexico DF, Mexico. Vaqueros. Go Cowboys, even when you suck. Win or lose, baby, since 1979 for me. RJ's got a Tony Dorsett jersey somewhere? You got an old jersey, I think.
I had that Randy White jersey when I was like 5.
Yeah.
Then I went through my hater years, and King at Deuce 8, no help for anyone. And now I have the Roy Williams jersey.
And thank goodness it's not Roy Uno, it's 31.
That's right.
Because the trade for the first round pick for Roy Uno, the Longhorn Roy Williams, was another Jerry Jones doozy.
Clang.
Yeah. 3 first-round picks total between those 2 wide receivers, Joey Galloway and Roy Uno. And the only reason I can give Roy Uno just a little bit of love is the big, long touchdown he had when I was in the stadium in Houston beating those Texans.
Now Galloway speaks absolute gibberish on TV, and you're like, what is this guy? All right, we still got a hand brewing here.
Thanks for nothing, Joey.
Brenda's found a spot to raise it up with 10-8. Xiao Song will 3-bet on the button with 4s. So another 3-bet here from Xiao Song gets through.
We're almost to that 3-hour mark.
We'll be 3 hours into this final table here in about 7 minutes.
Xiao Song back to having 2/3 of the chips in play. Both players have $30,000 locked up, but they are playing for $50,000 up top and some pride.
Yeah, $50K up top and the trophy. Or at least the Texas Card House Tournament champion coin.
All right. Getting the players to rescan the cards. Even the card reader's getting tired after 3 hours.
I've enjoyed watching both these players stay locked in, right, all evening, and game faces on.
Oh, game faces are still on for sure.
Man, deuce 4, 6 to flop. Gut shot here for king 5. Can hit a king, a 3, or a 5 here for Xiao Song. 9 of diamonds, no help. Ace high now with a solid lead in equity, but Xiao Song still firing. Take it down. Well done.
And I can actually feel the kind of double tension for her because she's a true fan, right? I mean, head to toe, she's wearing Cowboys gear tonight. She's looking over at the TV going, God, these guys suck. But then she has to get back locked in. That's why I was glad they did put me on the 5 seat. So if I did make a deep run, I wouldn't have a view of any of the TVs in the room, and I could just stay locked in.
I mean, they've never really been in it, so hopefully she's not been worried about that a whole heck of a lot.
But you know us Cow fans, we're no quitters. Every year's our year, till it's not.
Ugh,
And we're drafting 17th again.
2 diamonds here on this flop. We could see some action. Both our players
goodness.
holding a flush draw now.
Folks, this could be a big one.
Brenda going to actually need a queen or a deuce and not a diamond.
Yeah, this is gross.
Just a call here from Xiao Song.
Oh,
7 of diamonds. We got flush over flush. We're heads up.
That's a tournament ender, folks.
She's got 10 million in her stack. Bets 1.6.
Oh, wow.
You said all in?
Yeah.
He said all in. She said call.
Oh, wow, we didn't hear it. All in and a call, and that is going to do it.
We think.
That is absolutely going to do it. We just didn't hear it out loud. That was an all in and a call. And Xiao Song is going to be our winner tonight.
Yeah, these two act so fast. Wasn't totally sure there. Had to make sure all the I's got dotted and the T's got crossed, but it is an all-in and a call. So flush over flush. The Brenda V's run will come to an end here in a fantastic spot.
Yeah.
Second place for her and
Awesome
Xiao
run.
Song. Big deal. That's a winner.
We wish we could get the camera to pan over one more time so we could say goodbye to the lovely Miss Brenda, but hell of a run. I mentioned I got to play with her a lot yesterday on day 2 and then a little bit tonight on this final table. She put on a real clinic. I mean, it looked like it was her tournament from the jump. Xiao Song obviously fought and battled her till the end and took it down, but great run, Brenda. $30,165. A true sport. Great gal. Congratulations, Brenda. But our winner and $50,000 richer is Xiao Song.
Well done. It's pretty cool when a tournament can end like this, right? From the last 30 players down and in, you see these two players dominating the field, right? So,
absolutely.
And lo and behold, they make it to heads up for all the chili, and we got a 50,000 winner and a 30,000 winner. Well done.
Yeah, great run. Bringing out the trophy too that Mr. Bob and his company put together, and the coin. $50,000, a trophy, and a coin. How gangster is that? Xiao Song, of course, we're covering up his face. We're going to move that because he deserves this moment right here.
Nice job, Xiao Song.
Yeah, absolutely. Jacob Thomas, Jason, man, what a run. Just awesome, awesome, awesome night tonight. Thank you guys and gals for joining us. Heck of a run. Sorry to those folks that tuned in to see me, and my dumbass was already long gone, but we made it fun. And I couldn't wait to get back in the booth with my man RJ, and
we made it,
and get this final table rolling because every month we get to see.
Congrats to you.
We get to see a new face as our GM, AGM there, Asian GM we call him, Jay, and there's the big handshake from Brenda. Great job, but yeah, what an awesome finish to this. Every month somebody wins $50K, and it's almost every month a new face. So, guys, look at the calendar. next time you have a chance to fire a $300 bullet at this even bigger one, it could be you sitting where Xiao Song is, holding up a trophy and 50,000 plus richer. Congratulations. We will see you guys tomorrow night for our Big O live stream. Greg Vale going to be in the booth with me. Till next time, folks, we will see you. We out. Peace.
Good night, TCH.